I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal for how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledged knowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, what's good, party people in the place to be? It's your man's Uncle Freezy. What's good? What's good? What's good? I honestly don't know what to say to y'all. Hold on, I'm so hold on. I even got my stuff on backwards. Hold on. Yeah, man, y'all was telling me 20 games this, and we gonna beat Orlando that, and a whole bunch of stuff. I even rock with Hadouken yesterday and listened to some of what they had to say, man. And all in all, man, it still hurt to lose, bro. And gals. I mean, I don't care. We can say a bunch of stuff, but yo. Hey, D'Angelo. Hey, my bad. I was saying your name. I was like D'Angelo Ashia. My bad. My bad. Hey, what's up, D'Angelo? What's good? I was butchering your name, bro. My bad. I was like, D'Angelo Ashia. The first time I saw it, I was like, Dangelo. Yeah, my bad. Hey, but good morning, though. What's good? Julian Blum. What's good? Man. Yo, stuff is just crazy, man. I don't know what to tell y'all right now, man. The reason why I'm late is because I've been watching. I watched the replay of the game twice. Right? I watched it. I watched it legit. I watched it this morning again. And when I say replay, I mean I watched the game and then I watched the replay of it 2 more times. Because first of all, I can't believe how we lost the game. The D-Rose throwaway, that wasn't nothing. The D-Rose is trying to make a play right there, and that kid, Suggs, is a defensive back. He read that pass the whole way. That dude has ball instincts, man. That kid, Suggs, he has ball instincts. You know what I'm saying? He read D Rose the whole way. I believe the first time I saw it, I was like, did he just set Derrick Rose up? Did he give RJ Barrett? Did he give Derrick Rose that lane to RJ Barrett so he can pick it off? And then the second time I watched, I was like, nah, this dude is just lightning quick. This dude is just so. However you phrase it, man, whether you think Suggs set D Rose was baiting D Rose the whole time, or if you think that Suggs is just lightning fast or whatever, however, man, that dude made plays when it counted, man. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I love the way the Orlando Magic have constructed their team. They're not gonna win a lot of games this year, but the future is bright in Orlando, man. And I know y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all want to hear me bash Julius Randle. You know, every time we lose, it's, you know, bash Julius Randle, but Orlando has a good young core. Man, they have 3-point guards, right? They have 3-point guards, man. Think about that. They have 3-point guards. The Knicks don't have any. The Magic have 3-point guards, 22 and younger. And you didn't see one of them last night because Markelle Fultz is still hurt, still out due to injury. But man, this Magic team is gonna be something. This Magic team is gonna be something, man. Now I see why they gave up Vucevic. In theory, they gave up Vucevic to get that young kid, Franz Wagner. And I see why. I'm so jealous of that team, man. I'm so jealous of that team. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, and they got Jonathan Isaac. Oh, God, dog it. I forgot they still got Jonathan Isaac coming. They got Markelle Fultz coming back from injury and Jonathan Isaac. And they got two dudes that can play center in Wendell Carter and Mo Bamba. And they got an elite defender. They got the dude that GI want, a 6'9" wing defender in Franz Wagner. That team is going to be something, man. That team is going to be something. My only solace from last night's loss, and I know this is not Magic Morning Drive. I know it's not Magic Morning Drive. I know that. I know that. But man, that team is so young and so talented. All they need is time. They don't even need nothing else. They don't even need to get in the draft no more. I'm sorry, the lottery no more. All they need is time. All they need seasoning. That's all they need. And the Knicks, on the other hand, look like a bunch of veterans with no chemistry trying to overdo it and overdid it. And what I mean by overdo it is the Knicks clearly were too unselfish. The Knicks were too unselfish yesterday. I saw RJ Barrett have a free throw line jumper, and instead of shooting it, he threw a pass over the top of a defender to Julius Randle on the wing. Randle hit the three, but still, RJ, you got to take them shots, man. So I want to do a small recap. I don't really want to peel the scab back on this one. The Orlando Magic have our number. They have our number, right? They don't have a bunch of skill, but they have a bunch of young, bouncy athletes. The Orlando Magic have a bunch of young, bouncy athletes at what seems like every position. D'Angelo is here. I'm with you. The title of today's show should be, and instead of what's the title of the I titled it something. I think I titled it "Is It Time to Panic Yet?" I think that's what I titled it. Right now, I'll share with you, and y'all know I can't, so that y'all know that I'm not lying. Right, I'm gonna show you what I was looking at before I came on late. Right, this is what I was looking at. This is what I was looking at before I came. I should have been here at 8:45, man, but I just couldn't believe that we lost to the Orlando Magic. I couldn't believe it. Julian Blum says, it's not working. We are struggling against every team, not just Orlando. Right. But Julian Blum, listen, man, that's what I've been saying the whole time. I've been trying to get people in Knicks universe to understand where we are as a team. I'm trying to get everybody to understand where we are as a team, bro. Y'all need to listen. Y'all need to understand where I'm coming from, bro, and gals. Stephadon, what's good? Stephadon says, yes, press the panic button. Julian Blum's, yep. I'm telling you. Bro, I've been saying it for a minute. People in Knicks universe, not y'all, man. Not y'all. Y'all get it. Not y'all. Not y'all. Y'all get it. But man, this team ain't it, man. This team is not it, and we hoping and praying that they gonna be it. We hoping like at 20 games, some magic button is gonna be, some lever is gonna be pulled. We're gonna pull some kind of lever, and the team just gonna start balling out of control and win 30 out of 40. Nah, that's not how it works. That's not how it works, man. My guy says we are not a playoff team this year, especially with this team. Yeah, with this roster, no, we ain't no playoff team. We just lost to Orlando, and Houston will be here Saturday. Bro, if y'all think this is the bottom of the barrel, you let us lose to Houston Saturday. Hey, Chuck Allen says, where do we go from here? And listen, when he said, nah, Houston is Saturday, bro. Houston is Saturday, and we fly out the next day. We got back-to-back Saturday and Sunday. Yep, we play Houston Saturday at 5, and then we play Chicago Sunday at 8. Right? Hey, man, I need some help. I ain't even going to try to figure this thing out. I was going to go over the stats, but the stats were atrocious on both sides. Don't talk to me about defense. Listen, I'm going to put the link in the chat. And I'm telling y'all, man, if you whack, I'm just booting you off today. I just can't deal. Right? If you whack, stay home. That's what I'm about to tell you. If you whack and you sensitive, if you sensitive and you got a whack take and you mad sensitive, I think it's best just to not jump in this morning. So I'm just saying it like that, man. Y'all know I try to keep it a buck, right? If you whack, I'm gonna tell you whack. Just whatever it is. I don't care if the Knicks winning or losing. Yeah. Yeah. This is frustrating, man. This is very, very frustrating, man. I mean, listen, I watched the game, and the thing is, yesterday I was what's good? My man's in the building. What's good?
What up, man?
What up, though?
Where that button at? Where that button you had out the other day? Where's the button?
Shit, I broke it.
For beans. Press it for beans real quick. Find it real fast.
I know. Please.
I know, bro. Fast. I know.
Real fast. He gonna turn more gray. Please.
Hey, Steph-a-Don. Let me say this, bro. I just want to say this to Steph-a-Don. Bro, if I ever see you drink Pepsi again, me and you gonna fight.
I don't drink Pepsi.
Bro, what? You calling me a liar? Steph-a-Don, I saw you drink a Pepsi, bro. when we was drinking, but what?
Say that again.
When me and the others was drinking adult beverages, and what was you drinking?
No, that was a Coke. That was a Coke, bro.
But it's the same thing.
It ain't had no Sprite, so I had to deal with a Coke.
Bro, it's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, bro. It's strong soda.
All right, you got me on this one.
What's good, gentlemen?
What up? D is balling. What's good, bro? It's good to have you back, man. Where you been? Counting money?
Busy.
I can imagine, bro. You too busy for us?
I'm too busy for shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what kind of shit is that? Excuse our language. Yo.
My bad.
Sorry, Chad. Hey, sorry.
My bad.
Pardon our language. Pardon us. But what kind of message that you gonna tell us you too busy for us? This my man Beans. This my man D. He good. He a smart dude, bro. He a smart dude. Y'all been on the panel a couple of times. I don't know if y'all remember, but that was like back in February. Back in January, February.
Nah, what's good, D? Salute.
Peace.
What's good?
Salute, gentlemen.
Bro.
Salute. Yo, can we get right to the shit, man? Like, what are we gonna do?
Yo, I'm gonna jump in and out real quick because I'm hearing the echo. Hold up.
Yo, Beans.
Yeah,
relax, bro. It's the end of the world, bro.
What are we gonna do against Houston, man? What if we lose to Houston? What's going on? Then y'all want changes to them play the young guys, or can we play them now? Step up. Can we play them now?
Can we play them now? Can we play them now, bro?
No, I'm not playing them now. That's my personal thing.
Steph-a-Don, come on, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna throw the team underneath the bus, bro. I'm not that type of person, bro. I'm not gonna throw the team underneath the bus. I'm not gonna throw the Tibbs underneath the bus. I'm not doing that. So Beans and everybody else, and I see somebody talking about blame Randall. Y'all could go ahead and.
Nah, we ain't blaming Randall for last night, bro.
The world, because 8-7, right? It's coming to an end. So go ahead and press the panic button, bro.
Nah, bro. Nah, that ain't what we saying,
man. So then, what's the problem?
Yeah, but hey, so let me do this. I want to do it in an organized way so we can get a clear thought, right? So me and Beans will go last, right? because me and Beans are in the same mindset, right? We think in the same way. So what I do is ask the question and let y'all four do y'all round robin on it, and then me and Beans will jump in afterwards. Right? CWC, what's good?
What's good? What's poppin'?
I'm gonna ask D. D is my man, yo, for real. The D is my man, 50 grand on this. I really enjoy when he be here. Right. So I'm gonna ask D real quick. And y'all see his name on the thing is D is balling, but we know who it is. So D, listen, man. Not only did we look out of sorts last night, and we didn't look out of sorts by doing random stuff. We looked out of sorts by trying too hard. Like in my opinion, I think we were overpassing, right? We were looking for the perfect shot instead of a good shot, right? But the defense seemed to have been at least decent last night. But I may be overanalyzing it. Tell us what you saw.
Well, I'm going to talk about more than last time. I'm going to talk about what I've seen through the first 15 games.
No. Tell us what we saw last night.
I mean, that's a microcosm, but okay. I've been seeing the same stuff I've been seeing the whole season, and there seems to be a disconnect eternally with the team, and as far as starters role and what's to be accepted, the bench, and this is stemming from last year. Like even last year, you could see there was a little veteran circle going on, and then there was like a rookie circle, and then there was a young guy circle, and I really see the same type of things. And I think the difference between this year and last year is that, and I've been on this train since last year, that they've gotten away with a lot of stuff as far as like with the schedule and certain guys not being there because of COVID and stuff of that nature.
Oh, you mean last season? Correct.
This season is a little bit different because one, people already, they're not going to play the Knicks like, okay, there's the same old Knicks. They're coming to play every night. That's one. Two, they're better prepared. Three, the Knicks didn't do a very good job of fixing issues stemming from last year. And one of them was having playmakers on the court in order to make plays for others, to make Julius Randle's job easier, to make RJ Barrett's life easier, they didn't address that. Kemba Walker is not a point guard that's going to break down the defense and look for you. He's looking for his shot. Evan Fournier is not breaking down the defense and looking for you. He's looking to get his shot. So you got a lot of the same type of people on the court offensively, and that's why that first unit looks atrocious. And the thing with that, this saving grace was last year was that at least they were a much better perimeter defensive team, and they guarded the paint well, which they're still doing this year. But their perimeter defense is terrible. It collapses almost every possession.
Okay.
So to answer your question about last night, it's the same stuff.
Okay.
The bench comes in, helps out the starting unit. They bring a lot of energy. They play defense. They move the ball around. I don't know why you guys are surprised about this stuff, bro.
Hey, Chuck Allen, I'm gonna address the super chat, and then from there, man, if you wanna go ahead and rip. But so Julian Blum, thank you for your generous contribution, yo. Julian Blum says we went away from our previous plan of rebuilding the young kids to having to force veterans to play. We were supposed to develop the kids. Look at Orlando.
And overpaid Fournier.
Yeah.
I would have thrown that money at Taylor Horton Tucker.
Okay. Hey Chuck, so what do you think, man?
I think that I don't think this team is I don't think the starters have the same chemistry as the second team. I think the second team understands, each of the players understand their role. And the second team, I believe these guys are a lot more hungrier. These guys want to prove their worth every time they step on the court. So it's a different level of intensity. I don't want to believe in any of the conspiracy theories surrounding the team at the moment, but I know that what's in the starting lineup is not working. As soon as they go back in the game, if we've tied the game or we got it within striking distance, you look up in the next 2 minutes we're down by 10. Like, that's wild. Like,
Right.
how in the world is that possible? I really don't know where we go from here. There's enough blame to go around. And before you blame the coach or even the players, you got to look at the front office and ask them, like, well, what were you really thinking? What was really the plan when you brought these guys in? I understand the thought process, but at the same time, some of these front office have guys that they're loyal to that brings no value. Scott Perry has to stop with this love affair with his old Orlando crew and bringing them into New York for them to stink up the joint. Mario Hezonja, now Evan Fournier. And we paid him $18 million. Yo, I don't want
70 mil.
How much?
70 over 4 years.
Yeah, 78 mil, 4 years, 78 mil. Yep.
So that's about 18 million a year, right?
Yep.
Just about.
Fourth year not guaranteed, so you can chop that off.
Yeah.
But Kelly Oubre was 10 million. 2 years, 20 million.
No better.
Really?
No better.
I think his intensity would have overcome maybe some of his deficiencies, but no better than Evan Fournier. I think
he's producing a lot more with Charlotte than Evan is with the Knicks.
Right.
I don't know where we go. Here's the problem. We never addressed the two main things that we had before we drafted Kevin Knox or anything. We needed a point guard and a wing. A point guard and a wing. And we still need those things.
Yep.
If we're not going to get a starting point guard that is younger than 30, stop.
Hey, Chuck, let me ask you a question, because I understand where you're going. But let me ask you this question so that we can get more in depth to where you're going. Let me be your co-pilot on this narrative, okay?
All right.
So when you say a point guard, right? Point guards come in all shapes and sizes. They short and stocky like Kyle Lowry. They tall and long. They tall like Josh Giddey. You know what I'm saying? They fast like De'Aaron Fox. They slow pace like Malcolm Brogdon. You know what I'm saying? They either 3-point shooters like Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Or they dribble penetrators. Like a John Morant. For this team, I want you to be specific about what type of point guard the Knicks need for this team, right? So that people can follow along with what it is that you're saying about point guard. What type of point guard does this Knicks team need? And take into consideration what we already have.
We need a point guard that is a distributor, playmaker who creates opportunities in the paint. Our point guards, outside of
like a Chris Paul.
I was just going to ask, can you give a player comparison?
Chris Paul, or
type. Chris Paul type, right?
Yes.
Where is that at under 30?
Hey.
I was gonna say,
you know where that was?
I was gonna say, where is it? Period.
That was in the draft that we took Kevin Knox. Another kid from Kentucky begged the Knicks to take him at the 9th pick, and they didn't. And he is that point guard in OKC right now.
Oh, Shai Gilgeous?
Yes.
Or you could have took Tyrese Halliburton instead of Obi Toppin. I mean,
I don't know, but Obi looks really good.
Yeah,
I like Obi. I like Obi, but what I'm saying is what I'm going to, because what Chuck said is it in our conversations, and this is no disrespect to the guys on the panel or to the people in the chat. What happens is a lot of you guys, when I do the rewatch, because I rewatch all the shows, right? And sometimes you guys say profound stuff, and it'd be so many people talking that somebody will say something smart, and it'll get glossed over, and everybody will miss the point. And so what it is like what I wanted to slow Chuck down because what Chuck said is the Knicks need a point guard. Well, we got Derrick Rose. We got even quickly. We even got Derrick. We got Derrick Rose quickly and Kemba. So what do you mean we don't have a point? We need a point guard. And so to Chuck's point, what I think he's getting at is not just a point guard that's going to showcase his own talents at the beginning of the shot clock, like a Kemba Walker get a screen from Mitch and then shoot a three. Right. I think what Chuck is saying is you have RJ and Julius who can score on their own in spurts, but it'd be nice to have a point guard to get them about 3 or 4 easy buckets during the game where they won't have to work as hard to get, to get buckets all game long. And when they don't have it going, our team loses. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Right. You need a distributor like that knows how to evenly distribute the ball, because when guys aren't getting touches, I don't care how much money they're getting paid. If they're not getting touches, they become disinterested. Like, oh, they ain't gonna pass me the ball, so what? Why I'm going hard trying to guard this guy. Right. But when you have guys that are getting touches, they're like, all right, well, let me hustle up more. Maybe he'll see me the next time I cut. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
The starters don't have that type of. I don't feel like that's that type of mentality going permeating through the starting lineup. And if you had a legit point guard, when you have somebody in your foxhole that you're comfortable with, this is my guy. They have my back.
Like me and Chuck Allen. Like Chuck feel like when them bullets flying, he can go in his foxhole and take a nap and go to sleep and get some rest. Because on my shift, I'm holding it down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Chuck can get in that foxhole and eat his bullets flying, and he can get in that foxhole and eat his MRE and write his letters home and take his nap. You know what I'm saying? And make sure and clean his weapon, because he know I'm gonna hold it down for the entire 12 hours while he doing it. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of my shift, I'm like, I'm gonna start winding down, because I know Chuck ramping up, and he gonna hold it down for his 12 hours so I can do the same thing.
Chuck, right? Can I add something to what he said? Because he's bringing up something very true. But like, for example, right, when you watch Golden State, right, because I watch all the teams, right, and when I watch Golden State, they literally have the best player possibly in the league right now, and he's top 5. And that ball is moving continuously on offense. The synergy is real. Everybody is feeling the basketball. Everybody's moving. So my point is that you could get a point guard that could address some of those things, but it has to be a team culture. Like, everybody has to understand that the ball has to move. Shot distribution needs to be even. Guys got to get the ball in certain places and how they read the defense. There's stuff like that that's not happening. So a point guard can take care of some of that, but it's still up to the rest of the 4 other guys to, go along with that as well. Would you agree?
Hey, D, let me do this real quick. I want to address what you just said, because I agree. I disagree with you already. I don't know why me and you always beefing on here.
It's all right, man. Ain't
So I want to bring in Stephadon and Rob and Nick. I want to get their opinion. I want to get everybody something. I want to be the point guard and get everybody some touches. But what I want to say is this. What D said just now, I think, is a byproduct of a team having a coaching staff that has not changed, and they have won championships in the past. So anybody coming into their system is going to say, well, I can sacrifice my numbers because they have a proven formula. This team, we don't have a proven formula and don't have a deep championship run. But let me say this. Rob, I want to get Rob thing on this, and then I promise we'll pass it to Stephadon. Rob, when you have four dudes, right, with the mindset that they have either they should be the number one option, because you got 4 dudes that feel like they should be the number one option. You got Randall, who has done it for the Knicks. You got Fournier, who was doing it last year for the Orlando Magic. You got Kemba, who was doing it 2 years ago, 3 years ago in Charlotte and you got RJ that feel like this is his team and he is the future. When you got 4 dudes that feel like they're the number one option in an offense and need touches in order to reach their potential, how do you satisfy those 4, right? And also keep your center involved?
Okay. Hey, look at this, Freezy. It's just crazy that what you're talking about, because that's what I've been thinking about. That's what I've been thinking about after the game. And this is the conclusion that I came to. What's going on with the Knicks starting unit right now? It's Randall and RJ's fault. Nobody else's. It's not who they signed. It's nobody else's. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
They established the winning culture last year. Anybody that the front office put on that team is supposed to rock with them. That means as though those 2 get the shots, everybody else follow along. They're not doing their job.
Okay.
They're doing their job wrong. You think if that was Kobe's team and anybody came to that team, that Kobe still wouldn't be getting his shots? No, you follow the leader. And so, as far as I'm concerned, the leader of the team is Randall, who's robbing right now at this present time is RJ.
Right.
Everybody else on that unit is supposed to follow the alpha dog. If there's no alpha dogs, it's everybody fighting for themselves because nobody is telling nobody, shut up. This is me, and the ball goes to you after me. We're not sharing nothing. I will never have a game where I'm shooting 11 shots a game and I'm a 24, 25%
so you disagree
point
with
scorer.
what D said? Or you disagree with what D said then?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely. You just can't take what Golden State do. And not only on top of that, East Coast, West Coast ball is 2 different types of ball anyway. So you can't look at what Golden State do and put it on the East Coast.
Okay, Charlotte's doing it in their East Coast.
Yo, Charlotte is not doing it. Really. They're not doing it.
They don't move the ball around. Not everybody touches the ball. There's not synergy on offense.
Everybody,
but Charlotte ain't won a championship either.
Everybody.
I never said y'all brought in championships. I didn't bring up championship.
Look, everybody moves the ball around to a certain point.
Right.
But who controls that ball is ball. Ball controls that ball.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, ball controls the ball.
LaMelo. Yep. Okay.
Okay, so Rob, so to your point, right? So to your point, Rob, right? Is there an alpha on the Knicks roster right now?
I just said that no, that's the problem.
No, that's
right.
Nobody
Okay,
is
I know.
alpha.
I agree. Okay.
Nobody, and who's supposed to be playing alpha? That's how come I'm giving them the blame. I'm not blaming 48. You just got to the team. Randall, you play your game. JR, you play their game. Everybody else will fall in line. That's what's going on in the second unit. Everybody is playing their game.
Right.
There's
the second unit can play without an alpha because by nature the second unit is designed not to have an alpha dog. It's the bench players.
But still, the alpha in the second unit is Rose by default.
Okay.
Can I add something?
And he doesn't mind allowing people to eat for the win. That's why it works. Randall needs to put the ball in the air, miss or not, just to show your dominance. I'm player of the year last year on this team. I'm one of the 15 best. I don't share the ball. I share the ball after a rebound. I pass the ball when I can't. I get in the post. I score. RJ is robbing. I eat next, y'all. Right. And then y'all eat. Find your position. Find your role. Let's play ball.
Right.
Nobody has a role.
Point, and to your point, Rob, I agree with. I think I kind of agree with what D is saying, but not in the context. And I agree with what Rob is saying because at the end of the day, when the Knicks lose, people are gonna want to blame Randall. And if you're gonna go down, you got to go down smoking. That's the way. So CWC, what's good?
What's good? What's good? How y'all doing out there?
Good. Hey,
Good.
you and your midnight DJ voice. What's good? You about to play the
I'm,
Quiet Storm, bro?
I'm just chilling, man. That's about it. But
Okay.
it's it's a lot of things going on with the Knicks. Like I said before, low basketball IQ. They're not athletic. Like when we played Toronto Raptors, Raptors guys was like moving all over the place. We not
Right.
athletic. Our starters not athletic.
Right.
Everybody is slow footed. Like they slow on defense, and they're not athletic, and they don't have the wingspan like other guys do. That's why we had to make a trade. We had to go get Grant or somebody with long arms that could score and that
Right.
could play defense.
And I want to get to that, but I want to just talk about last night game because I want to get to that.
Okay.
I just don't want to shoot up all the bullets and then not have nothing left.
Yeah, yeah. Check this
What
out.
do you think about last night game though?
Check this out, Uncle Freezy. Our point guard and our shooting guard, they shouldn't have 5 points. That's a no-no. They should be averaging 15 points a game. That's what's going on. And it was just horrible, man. Like they need to move the ball around. Stop playing ISO ball. Move the ball. And
That's
I
what I'm
don't know
saying.
what's up with Mitch and Noel. They need to go because they no show, man. They don't help us, man. They always
Mitch had a
get hurt.
double last night. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
what you talk about? Mitch had a
Mitch
double
had a
double.
double last night. What are you
Yeah, yeah,
talking
but
about?
he's not consistent with that. He had one double. He had one game with double double. Then the other games he had 1 or 2 points.
Well, say he's not consistent, but don't say he didn't show up last night because that
Oh,
can
he show up
happen.
for one game. That's it. Then the other games he don't show up.
Nah, man,
Come
Mitch
on,
is
man.
not the problem, bro. Mitch
No,
is not
no,
the
it's a lot
problem.
of problems. It's the
No,
center, the
hey,
point
look,
guard, and the wing.
hey, look,
That's the
they
How
problem.
about Tom
Rob,
Thibodeau?
Rob,
And
before you go, right? Before you go, Rob, I want to agree with you a total 100%, right? Because you're right. Randall and RJ are the cornerstones, and they are Batman and Robin. And when you coming in the game in the fourth quarter, and you just want to pass the ball and not take initiative, I have a problem with that,
so do
bro.
I.
You was the most improved player last year, bro. Stop being scared, bro. Bro, I got your back, son. I've been had your back. You know what I'm saying, Randall? Come on, bro. You can't not be scared to go ahead and score, bro. And you know one of the reasons why I think it's like that, Rob,
What's up?
because it's the fans, bro. And I think it's getting to Randall head where they saying, "Oh, he's holding the ball too much. He's
Yep.
dominating the ball too much." Say
ISO
he wants to be
Randall, dubious handle.
he wants to be passive and pass the ball. And bro, you got to take initiative of the offense. You are a leader. I don't care what the chat has to say, but he's not the leader. Randall is our leader, bro.
Oh boy.
As I said this before, as far as Randall goes, the team goes. And if he doesn't play as a leader and take the initiative as the leader and goes down in the paint and get the job done, we're not
It's
going
that
nowhere.
simple.
We in
I
trouble
agree
We're not going
100%.
nowhere, period. So all
because
you
if
talking
Randall
about
is our
dominant
leader, we in
plays
trouble.
and all of that right now, it's not happening.
Hey,
If Julius Randle is our leader, we will never see the second round.
what?
Yeah.
If he
Well, let me
look
ask you
on
If
this
this,
y'all
team
if y'all
right
if
now,
y'all want
right?
to
Let
live
me ask
in
you this.
mediocrity, then
no. Hey,
you
look,
could do that.
Talk about
in
Randall is
this
not a
day and
leader, right?
time, we're
Hey,
not
hold on.
saying going.
One at a time,
We're
y'all.
not.
Let's do one at a time.
We're not saying going forward, but in this, Randall is the right now until changes are made. Nobody on that team right now is presently constructed. RJ needs to get better. OB needs to get better. But right now, Randall is the best player on this team.
That is the unfortunate
But we
reality.
have to.
Correct.
That don't mean the best
All right,
player is
let
the
me ask
leader
you
either.
this.
That is an
We don't have a
unfortunate
leader
reality.
on
Hold
the
on, hold
team.
on. Hey, one at a time. One at a time.
We don't have a
Let me
leader on
just
the team. That's what's going on.
All right. So
Like, if you're the leader of the team, you're supposed to gather your troop. I don't see nobody gathering their troop on the court. Like, hey, what y'all doing? Let's do this, man. Nobody
Did he
doing
lead
that,
them
man.
last year?
What?
Did Randall lead this team last year?
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Sometimes.
therefore
Okay.
he's
That's
the
just 1
leader.
year.
He's not
That's
doing
just
his
1
job
year.
this year.
You have
He's
to
not
keep on
doing his
doing it.
job
You can't
this
just
year.
do it for 1 year and call it a day.
All
Well,
right,
well,
but look, like I said, he's not doing his job this year.
could I
Nobody ain't
just say
doing their
one thing?
job.
hey,
Nobody ain't
let
doing
me
their job.
let me say. Okay, I got you. So CWC said nobody doing their job, but listen, the thing about Randall, man, that everybody seem to forget or ignore is that Julius Randle is a 20-10 player every year. This is the 4th season in a row that Julius
Oh,
Randle is
God.
20-10. And so the narrative is always like it's Randall's fault this, Randall's fault that. But the thing about this year's team and last year's team, because I heard Knicks content creators and contributors all over the place say last year's defense is better than this year's defense, right? Right.
Not the
But
same.
but the thing is, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound ridiculous, but I can back it up with facts. This year's team, defensively, per possession, is better than last year's team defensively
Nah, I
per
can't go for
possession.
that.
Listen, listen,
Uncle
I can't
Freeze,
go for
listen,
that.
listen. I know y'all can't because y'all don't do research and look up stats. The
I'm
first
just
thing y'all
going
do
by
is
the eye
I
blurt
do.
out stuff. So
I'm going by the eye test.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's where I'm backing up my stuff. I'm backing up my stuff with facts and data. Last year's team played at a slower pace with a slower point guard, which led to less possessions per game, which led to lesser points allowed per game. That's a fact. That's just not me making something up.
That's true. Continue.
Alfred Payton did not push the pace last year. We took less shots per game. We scored less and held team to less points because they took fewer shots.
Because the amount of possessions per game. Okay.
But that's a fact, right? Before the chat over here start blowing. See, I see people already saying like, "Oh man, Uncle Freezy crazy," but they ain't researched nothing. All they doing is typing. They fingers faster than their brain.
But where are you getting at with it though, Freezy?
My point is this: we need to allow this team to come together and get better defensively throughout the year, because we are judging this year's team through 15 games to a team that finished with a playoff loss in Atlanta. That team last year didn't start out the gate last year as a 4 seed, right? We started the season. Vegas said we might win 20. Rob, remember that conversation we were having?
Yes,
Vegas
sir.
said we might win 20 games, and then we Kevin Knox was getting 20 minutes and Obi was getting 10 minutes. Remember that? And then Tibbs took Knox out the lineup and started giving Obi them minutes. And then the team started gelling. We started winning. Remember that? Remember we messed around and knocked
20
off the Bucks?
games in.
Yeah, you remember that?
Made a move.
Yep.
It was 500 basketball up until the win streak. And then the win streak, they were able to, create a wider disparity between the wins and losses.
Right.
So,
and about 500, because at some point we were like 4 games over. Then we were like 3 games under. Yeah, right. So we were in that range. So D, you understand where I'm coming from.
I already know where you're getting at.
But the point that I'm making is last year's team played at a slower pace. This year's team is playing at a quicker pace with different offensive weapons, right? Last year's team, we didn't come out gunning the 3, even though we made 3s at the second highest clip in the NBA.
We're about 28th in pace now. We're not playing faster
at all.
I'm gonna pull. Okay. So you said
that's what I'm trying to.
You said
Good job,
all,
Rob.
You said at all, right?
If we keep on playing how we playing, we ain't gonna win 40 games. If we keep on
last
playing
in
how we
pace
playing
right now. So
we ain't gonna. So y'all want to change the subject after my man said at all, right? Okay. I'm gonna pull up the stats and show it to y'all since y'all think I'm just making stuff up.
No, we ain't saying you making stuff up.
I don't think you're wrong, Freezy. But I think
then
we
pace
I'm
though,
just
we
looking at
still
the
on.
odds.
Well, Freezy hasn't really gotten into his point.
We at the bottom half in pace though, Freezy.
Yeah,
We're about at 28th, maybe 30th.
And then that still doesn't a point where we getting killed at. We getting killed in the front and at the guard positions. We wasn't getting killed last year like that.
Our point guard can't take it to the hole. He can't play defense, can't take it to the hole, he can't do nothing. So why you on the court? Put Rhymes in, put our rookies in.
Let me ask you this. If that worked for us last year, why we don't slow it down now? Even though we last in the bottom half of the pace.
Because your point guards are different.
But according to y'all numbers with pace, we're actually still really slowing it down. We're just bombing more threes.
That's what the numbers say. I'm just going by the numbers. This is what the numbers say.
Mm-hmm.
And our rebound sucks too. The other point guard get more rebounds than our center.
I think we're like in top 10 in rebounds though. So
what?
Yeah, look at the stats, bro. I think as a team, we're in the top 10, top 12 in rebounds.
He goes by the eye test. He don't go by stats. He just go by the eye test.
Yeah, but you got to have both.
Yeah, you can't call on the stats when it's convenient. The stats are there for a reason. But at the end of the day,
he used them to prove his point. That's what that was.
Yeah, but we last in pace. We're not playing faster than last year because last year we was last too.
We gonna back that up now,
Rob. So okay, so I'm gonna just put just say just one thing. Last year we gave up 86 shots a game, right? This year we are giving up 90 shots a game. Just off that number alone. Off that number alone, just shoot a hole in your argument that the pace is not faster. That's just what we give up, right?
The pace is not faster. That's what I said. I said we're playing at the same slow pace as we played last year.
Right?
That's what I said.
How you play at the same pace and you giving up 4 more shots a game? That's not the same.
The pace is about we control our pace. We're not talking about their pace. People play. The Knicks having problems with teams that play faster. That's why young teams beat them because they move faster, more turnovers. We can't allow that in a half-court game when you start that from a beginning unless you're controlling the game. And we're not controlling the game. We're letting teams control the game.
And keep another thing in mind too.
You know why? Because they're athletic. They could run. They could run and dance on.
But look, every team that we lose to. Most of them got losing records because the style of play for the East Coast is a half-court game. But young teams play fast.
Yeah.
That's why.
Right. And younger teams,
the Lakers can lose to the OKC. It's the same thing.
And younger teams also have
OKC because the Lakers are built as a half-court team. And when you're playing recklessly and you're playing speed, you take half-court teams out of the equation, but they won't be able to beat you in a 7-game series playing that way. So from night to night, you can lose games like this. And it's ugly and it hurts. But most teams that's established don't play that way.
I understand what you're saying, Rob, but I understand what you're saying because your point makes sense, especially when you apply it to the Lakers. But
what was your point though, Freezy? Just get to it.
Y'all keep cutting me off. If y'all will let me say, when y'all rock, I let y'all rock, bro. When I say something, when I bring in a fact, everybody want to change subjects. Every time I say a fact, everybody want to change the subject. No, I don't want to see the facts on Freezy. Now the fact is Rob is wrong, right? the Knicks do play at a faster pace. The Knicks take 3 more shots this year than they took last year. And Rob is my man. Rob is my man 50 grand. Right? And Rob my man 50 grand.
No doubt.
Because
3 shots? 3?
How many 3 shots, Beans, right? How many points did your team lose by last night?
We lost by 6.
You lost by 3 shots.
I know,
You
but you
three
made
shots. Beans. You said 3 shots. 3 shots. How many points did your team lose by last night? By 3 shots.
2 shots if you're making threes. But
Okay.
like I'm saying though, like you made it.
I don't see how that's serviceable. So, but crazy. You were bringing a point as far as the defensive numbers from last year to this year, right? Let me draw you back to the point. You were bringing up the defensive numbers from this year, from last year to this year, right? And you were bringing a point about on how we're better defensively, right? Analytically, right, and statistically than we were last year.
Right.
So bring that point home now.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I had the thing pulled up, but then we started talking about pace. So let me find that number again. Right. So last year, let me find it. Let me find it real quick.
Sure, I think our second unit could be beat our starter.
So last year, and this right here is for D. For D is balling. That's our man. Hey, bro, and when I tell you it's good to have you back, bro, I mean that. But that ain't the title of the show though.
No, it's not. The honeymoon's over. Don't worry about it. Go.
So here's the thing. Last year, the Knicks allowed teams, this defense y'all talking about, the vaunted defense, allowed teams to shoot 44% from the floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what the Knicks are allowing teams to shoot this year from the floor?
Mm-hmm.
42.8.
Mm-hmm.
So when I tell you that and this is the same thing I told Uncle Fulio last night, this team makes people miss at a higher rate than last year's team. But since we play at a faster pace, teams get to put up more shots. So they get more chances. They get more chances to throw the haymakers at us. Right? This year, we allowing teams to shoot 42.8%. Last year, CWC, we allowed them to shoot 44%. And for those that are slow with the math, that means this year's team is better making people miss.
So Freezy, you gotta put other stats into consideration. So, like for example,
like offensive rebounding.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Like we make them miss, they get the offensive rebound and put it back.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what I mean, right? How are we defending the 3-point this year from last year?
So this year, let me see. So this year we are allowing teams to shoot. Where is it? So we're 22nd. We're allowing them to shoot 35.5% from the 3.
This is this year.
This year, 35.5. Okay. Remember that number, 35.5.
And last year?
And wait a minute, bro. The clicker don't go that fast. So last year we allowed them to shoot 33.7%. 33.7%. So this year's defense, 3-point defense, is not as good as last year's 3-point defense.
Right. So now consider this. Now we're bombing more threes than we were last year, right? So now we have to look at transition defensive numbers. How were they from last year to this year?
Right. No, I think I get.
You see what I'm getting at? You got to consider all these things.
But you said transition, right?
I said transition defensive numbers from last year to this year.
Right, transition defensive numbers. So that's one of the things I want to get to. One of the things I wanted to get to, the difference between this year and last year is when we set a defense, when we have a set defense in the half court, we make people miss more. Right? Mm-hmm. So the defense this year is not bad. We don't rebound it as well. And we give up, and this year we seem to give up a lot of easy layups at the other end. And I said seems, that is my opinion. When I say seems, that's my opinion. That's not a fact. But last night to close the game, you saw Derrick Rose throw away a pass trying to hit RJ, and Suggs play the passing lane and throw a lob the other way to seal the game. Did we not?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So there were some things, man. The team, in my opinion, I think the Evan Fournier not playing in the fourth quarter hurts us, right? And this is, and I heard Mike Breen say it. Evan Fournier has not played a minute in the fourth quarter for 5 out of the last 6 games.
Yep.
Mike Breen said, right, last night on the telecast. I watched the telecast 3 times. Right, I watched the game. I was half asleep, man. I was like, yeah, we up by such and such in Orlando. I can go eat this sandwich, man, and doze. I came back. We was losing by 9. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't believe what I was watching. But
let me ask you a question, Freezer. Was our perimeter defense better last year or this year?
Last year.
Of course, but I just want to let Freezer go.
It depends on what metric you want to go by. If you just want to go by,
I'm just going by perimeter defense.
Just go. If you want to just go by the 3-point percentage, then last year's defense was better.
We can add that, but I also want to add containing dribble penetration. Was it better last year or was it better this year?
I'm gonna say, and this is my opinion. This is not a fact.
Of course.
This is not a fact. This is my opinion. I think last year's defense, perimeter defense, was better.
Of course.
Right. But listen, I can point to the culprit though. I can point to the culprit.
As far as what, why it was better last year or why it's worse this year?
Why it's worse this year.
Okay, go ahead.
Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier.
Oh, absolutely. That's a given.
You see a criminal point him out. It's them two. Right? And it's not, and I will go even one step further, and CWC can appreciate this, right? When they see the opposing team screen, they loop around and they are not fast enough or athletic enough to attach back to their offensive player.
To their guy. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
They can't get back to him fast enough.
Yeah.
Right. And for Kemba, clearly, Kemba still has foot speed, but he lacks explosion. Right? You know it. And look, and D, you watch sports long enough. You know what I mean. Like Roy Jones.
I've coached it, I played, I've developed, I've done all of that.
Right. So Roy Jones Jr. in space is probably one of the quickest human beings you ever seen. But in a foot race, he's not beating Usain Bolt.
No, I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
I get your point. Here, look, listen, here's my thing. This is what I want to get at. Our defense is rated still well because our paint defense is still very good. I think we're like 5th or 6th in the league, and in points and field goal percentage in the paint.
So that helps you in defense, right?
Say that again.
I second you in defense, helping us out.
Well, that's Mitchell and that's Taj Gibson as well. Taj Gibson has played amazing off the bench, defensively.
Yeah.
So let's give credit when credit's due. But what's happening is that where our problems are falling is that because we can't contain dribble penetration, it's OT, right? And it's overworking Mitch. It's overworking Taj. So now extra rotations come into play, especially in the corners for shooting and penetration from the corners, and it's breaking down. And plus transition defense is a problem too, because who's back there? Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker most of the time. Okay. So they're gonna get cooked.
Okay. Hey, so guys, let me get Chuck Allen and Beans back in. I want to get their opinions on some stuff.
Of course.
Hey, Beans, you still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Hey, so what do we do from here? Like, what do we do? What's our solution?
All right. Let me just add something real quick. I was just analyzing, right? We knew on the off season, right? We needed athleticism and we needed a point guard, right? We needed somebody that was gonna get us up and down, in and out our sets and all that. Mm-hmm. I think that's why our second unit is thriving so much, because they're young and they're athletic. And that's what we really needed from the starters, but we didn't get that from the starters. That's the reason why I think our second unit is so good. But back to your question, what we need to do, that's my way. When we come out against Houston, if I don't see no change by then, we got to sit one of them. One of them got to sit. Either Fournier or Kemba. One of them has to sit and take one for the team. That's how I feel. I think Quickly is ready. I'm gonna put my money by him. I think he's ready. But like you said, man, our first unit, we just not athletic enough. We not athletic enough, and we getting beat at the point of attack.
That's what
so that's
said, yeah.
That's deserting everybody else. You know what I'm saying? When that second unit get in there, though, you see how bouncy and fast and quick they is. Like, they ready to go.
Yeah.
You know what I find funny, too, from last year to this year is that, we gave Elfrid Payton a lot of crap, and deservedly so, right? But one thing that Elfrid Payton did very well was that he contained dribble penetration very well. Yeah. And so did Bullock as well. So now the Knicks, right? They picked up 2 guys this offseason, right, from the draft. Deuce McBride, which I'm a big fan of, right? And Quentin Grimes. 2 guys. No, hold on. I'm not saying they should be started. I'm not going crazy like that. This is what I'm saying. Do you think? What I'm saying is that they do 2 things that 2 guys from last year did, and they do other things that the guys from last year couldn't do. They could guard the basketball 90 feet. They could contain dribble penetration. They can shoot the basketball, and they got like a 1 to 2 dribble game to get inside the defense and make a decision. So I'm saying that if that's available and you have that on the roster, why would you not bring that out there, seeing how impotent Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier have been, especially defensively? Doesn't make sense to me,
man.
Because you're paying them $27 million.
I know that's the reason, Freezy. I know, but that's on front office, and I'll put that on Tom too, because I think Tom has a decision flag there too when they've made these off-season signings and stuff like that.
And when Dolan come out, it's gonna be all hell.
But Tibbs usually wait 20 games before he make a change. Mm-hmm. That's been his MO since last year.
If they lose to Houston, we have a problem.
Hey, look,
I don't think they're gonna lose to Houston.
That's still. Hey, look, that would still be game 17. So it's almost Tibbs. It's one thing you got to look at Tibbs and give him credit for. What Fizdale used to do, wherever the media bent, that's how the lineup moved.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, when Tibbs take you out the game, when he take you out for good, and you know that you had your chance. That's important to an NBA player. And I think they all deserve that. So after 20 games, we could sit here and be like, yo, who knows who needs to go right now. But at the end of the day, you got you a 10-year vet. He deserves 20 games. He put 10 years in the league. It's easy as fans for us to say, pull him. But to show the rest of the league that you're just going to give up on players like that, that's not cool either. So after 20 games, you make a move. The player that you move even got to say, I had my chance.
So, Rob, let me ask you a question.
It's business. It's business at the end, though.
We don't owe him. We don't owe him.
No, I said as a coach.
You're not producing. No,
that's what I just said. At 20 games, you can tell Kemba, we're not going to see you no more. Look, 20 games is not going to make the season.
Right, we got you. Hold on. I want you to build on that, but let me do something real quick. Ladies and gentlemen.
Who about to come in? Jay Boogie? Oh, Cornerstone.
Cornerstone Cab, what's good?
What's good, y'all? How y'all feel?
What's up? What up?
Hey, Rob the Nick was getting into his bag about the 20-point the 20-game window. And to be honest with you, and to be honest with you, this is another point that I want to talk to y'all about. Like when somebody says something smart, bro, instead of us just continue kicking the can down the road, we need to stop and talk about the smart point that somebody made. And so Rob the Nick just made a smart point. And I think we should at least give some thought to what it is that he's saying. So basically what Rob said, Kev, before you got on the screen was 10-year vets deserve some leeway if they get off to a cold start. Because what you don't want to do is have a reputation around the league that if you don't perform from go, you're gonna get benched with the Knicks. And what I think Rob might have been alluding to is that, you know what I'm saying, if you have a reputation for that, free agents might not want to come here. Plays in general. But I'll let
they
Rob
ain't coming anyway.
Right.
So Rob, let me ask you a question, Rob, right? Because I want to add on to your point. So say for example, we hit the 20 game mark, right? And we're still dealing, right, with the same impotent nonsense. What's the adjustment that you would say your Tibbs? So put on your coach's shoes. What is the adjustment you would first make to correct these errors that have been going on?
First of all, I would move Kimber from the starting lineup, and McBride they just sent him down there to the G League for one game yesterday. He dropped 35 and about 10 assists. And I would put I would bring up
I
McBride,
love Deuce.
and then I would put Quickly in the starting lineup, and then I would give McBride Quickly's old spot, and I would take Kimber to the bench, and I would save him for the second half of the season. Let him practice, let that knee get a little bit better, and let him see how defense is supposed to be played. And I'll leave it from that point. I'm good.
Well, I mean,
good
listen,
right
on your plan, right? Kemba ain't seen the second half of the season if that's what you would do.
Well, then he just don't see the second half.
Yeah.
I didn't want Kimber from,
I mean,
me personally, I didn't want Kimber from the start. I felt he was too I felt he was too small. You know,
I didn't want
you
Fournier
had a
either.
6'4" point guard before that didn't score. Now you're gonna get a 5'10" point guard that can score that can't play no defense. I seen where that was going. He had acrylic knees over the summer. They wasn't getting no better. Boston, you know, gave away draft picks to get him.
Yep.
So I mean, to get rid of him. So, you know, with that being said, he was not the answer. I felt as though if you was going to do something, and if you're going to do something, I felt as though Fournier deserves a chance because you need some type of speed on that. So even when they shooting their threes, they clog. But like I said, I'll move him off. But like I was saying, with the 20 game thing right there, yeah, you let it rock out right now because you still got 62 games to go after this. So he made that adjustment last year. He moved Knox. Obi started getting minutes.
Yep.
And it showed for this year.
Yep.
So I'm going to trust Tibbs into the 20 games, even though I be mad when we be taking these L's like everybody else because I think we ain't supposed to be doing them. And I see who the culprit is. So hopefully he can move that off the board, and we can start playing some ball.
You know what doesn't help Kemba either is that he's not a floor leader. Like he gets his, and you know he was very good for a lot of years in the NBA and getting his, but he doesn't get guys in spots. He doesn't run the offense through him to get guys opportunities. So I think that's what hampers him as well, and especially he's in his 30s. It don't help.
They said Kemba all his years in Charlotte. You know what his plus minus is in his career?
Oh no.
Minus 383. That's his plus minus in his career.
Has Kemba even sniffed the playoffs?
Yes.
Yeah, with Boston.
Yeah, and Charlotte made it
Charlotte.
Yeah, that 1 year. That's right.
They got steamrolled by Cleveland. Remember that?
Yeah, I think he had two in Charlotte when Al Jefferson was there.
Okay.
I think he had about two and then one in Boston. But look, if you plus 383 plus minus is 383 and you minus 383, that means as though you're not, when you're on the court, your team is at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. All right, so you've mentioned about Kemba. How do you explain what's going on with Fournier? Because since the first game of the season, he's disappeared. Cracked over the 20. Yeah, he's not cracked over the 20 point.
Kev, let me ask you this: what do you think about Evan Fournier? Give us your opinion.
You off the trade? I can already tell.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Y'all ever heard that saying? You're a product of your environment. He's a product of Kimber's environment.
Well, what about Kev?
Don't give Kemba that much power, Rob. Jeez.
Yeah. So Kev, go ahead. Kev,
he's standing next to him, is rubbing off.
Hold on, y'all. Let Kev do his thing. So Kev, what you think?
Here's the thing. I was a Fournier fan because of what he used to do to us when he was with Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought he was next to Vucevic, I'm probably saying his name wrong, Vucevic, he was the one that I feared the most. And then once they got Terrence Ross, feared him as well. So when I heard that we were going to get him, you know, the green lights were going off for me. Like, I thought this was going to be really, you know, that was going to help out our starting five.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Well, that's the next thing.
Right.
The problem I'm having is that his production and, you know, close to 20 games has not been there. Now, when he shoots, his shot is
production,
cool.
Kev? Offensive defense. Offensive defense production.
See, I never thought that he was a bad defensive player. But I'm
What do you
talking
think
about
now?
his offense. What I think now?
Yeah, defensively, Evan Fournier.
Right now, after last night, especially, I need some Jack Daniels right now.
Well, I think Kimba make him look bad on defense because Kimba can't play defense. Then Fournier had to help Kimba out with his guy.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So he's a product of his environment. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So bottom line, I'm disappointed in what I'm seeing out of Evan Fournier, but something that I forget who said it on the panel here that they want to give him 10 games. Well, no,
Rob said 20.
It's 20. That's what Tibbs did last year.
Okay, 20. Yeah, 20 games and everything. I mean, because here's the other thing. We can go back to last year with Austin Rivers. I thought Austin Rivers was going to be great for us, and he was only great for only one game.
2 games, Utah Jazz games.
Yeah, the 2 Utah Jazz games.
No, he has some more games better than that.
Those
was his best games.
25. He scored 25.
Those was his best games. Those was his best games. But he had games that was good too.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
I'm not saying.
If we were to pick up
CWC, hold on for just a second. Let me do super chat. I know y'all excited, man. I know y'all excited about the thing, but let's do it in the order so everybody can follow along. So Kaiser Sauce says, just admit we should have went after Lonzo.
That's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at.
Again, but here's the thing. Again, people are not understanding. If Lonzo did not want to be here, he wasn't coming.
We didn't.
He was not coming.
What happened, Rob? Why are you shaking your head, Rob?
He doesn't handle our deficiency. Our deficiency is a point guard that we need to go to the basket. Alonzo is not going to. He works in Chicago. He wouldn't have worked here.
Rob, I have no problem with Lonzo.
And what's his name?
Before
Chicago is
and
about
he's a pass first point guard.
Suspended.
All right, so I didn't get a chance. I didn't hear Stephadon.
Everybody talking about Lonzo. Chicago is about to lose draft picks, okay, and money because they went ahead and signed Alonzo before free agency. All right, so we talking about trying to get Lonzo. It wasn't going to happen.
Stephadon,
Lonzo doing his thing in Chicago.
Come on, bro. Let me do this real quick. Paris Duggar, thank you for your generous contribution. We are losing because of our lack of athleticism and basketball acumen. RJ, Randall, and Kemba are all limited without getting their calls around the rim. And then again, Nick G says, I said all this would have happened. Thank you, Nick G, for your generous contribution. But I want to say this to Stephadon. I want to say this to you, bro, because I think you just trying to poke me, man, trying to get me frustrated early in the mornings. Yo, so Stephadon, before you joined the Blorange Tears family, me, D is Ballin, and several others waited right here on the same show at the trade deadline, up to 48 hours before, right? We had did D, you remember when we used to do the 5-hour shows?
I remember.
And we were like, yo, and this was when Rob the Nick was rocking that night with Stephen Fox and all them guys, right? Stephen Fox and Hoodie Cab and all of them. We would do 5-hour shows waiting for the news to come that the Knicks front office traded for Lonzo Ball or a point guard at the deadline, right? And the thing is, our front office, while they have been busy, they have not been efficient, right? So here's the deal, right? At the trade deadline, the Knicks traded Austin Rivers. At the trade deadline, the Knicks traded Iggy Brasdakis for two dudes, Vincent Poirier and Terrence Ferguson, right? dudes that never got a Knicks jersey. You never saw Vincent Poirier, a 7 foot tall dude, a big. At the time, we needed bigs because we didn't know it at the time, but Mitch was about to get hurt and be out for the season, but we didn't know it at the time, right? So we knew that we had a deficit at point guard, and point guards were on the trade block, and we didn't pull the trigger. And Lonzo Ball was one of those point guards, right? And then we didn't pull the trigger. Now, before if you rewind, say, to the beginning of the season, when point guards were on the trade block, the Knicks cut Elfrid Payton, right? They cut Elfrid Payton, thinking we can save this money, go get a point guard to fit in the salary cap, and he'll fit, because we have at the time, we had about 25 mil, and we saved 5 mil by cutting Elfrid Payton. So we had about $30 million, right, that we had to spend before the end of the season, right? Not only did they not get Ricky Rubio or Jeff Teague or Rajon Rondo or Russell Westbrook or Chris Paul, they had to go beg Elfrid Payton to come back after they cut him. Like, Elf, yo, we sorry, man, come on back, right? And so then we went into a draft. We went into the draft where we knew we needed a point guard. And not only did we not draft a point guard at 8, we drafted a dude that supplied duplicity at a position that we were already strong at. We had a dude averaging 20 and 10 at power forward. And the first draft pick they ever made, they drafted a dude that played the same position as their best player. Right? Now, I'm not saying that all these moves don't make sense. What I'm saying is the opportunity had been there the whole time to get Lonzo Ball, and they didn't take advantage of the opportunity.
So, Freezy, let me ask you this.
I'm not saying Lonzo Ball is the cure-all. What I'm saying is if you wanted him, you had the stuff to go get him.
Yeah, but what were we going to give up for Lonzo Ball at the time when he wanted to get the sign and trade?
Clearly nothing, because this front office is not good at trades.
They did not want Alonzo Ball, fellas. Get it. That's it.
Rob, I'm not disputing that, Rob. But what I'm asking him, right, if we was to go get Lonzo Ball, as he's saying, what we would have give up, because you see, Chicago is going to get charged for tampering, okay, for going in and signing Lonzo before the free agency. So I'm asking Freezy, what is it that we was going to give up if we so-called was to go get Alonzo Ball?
They wanted Mitch and IQ.
And other who?
They wanted Mitch and IQ.
No, but you didn't have to give them that.
Yeah, they wanted them.
Because CWC, let me say this. Because at that time, you had 5 first-round picks in 3 seasons. You had all the Knicks picks plus the 2 Dallas picks, right? You had 5 first-round picks, right? And you had just about 20 second-round picks over the next 3 seasons.
All right, so
20
Freezy.
second-round picks, bro.
They didn't want the pick. They wanted Mitch and IQ.
Hold on, CW. So, Freezy, in your opinion, you see we got all these picks. What picks was you going to give Chicago for Lonzo Ball? You're the GM right now.
It wasn't Chicago. It was New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans.
I'm sorry. New Orleans. What would you have given New Orleans? You're the GM right now. I'm putting the GM cap on you. You see we got all these picks. What was you going to give up to get Lonzo Ball to come to New York?
I would have gave him, since he's a free agent, I would have gave him the pick that we selected Quentin Grimes with.
That's
it.
And
listen.
That's all he was worth.
That's because he was going to be a free agent. He was going to leave anyway.
So, if he's a free agent, why give up all these picks?
Staffordon, listen. Let me finish, because I got your question. Let me finish answering your question. So you only give up 1 pick because if he come to New York and you don't like him, then you can let him walk. Because it's not about what the Pelicans get. This is about what the Knicks get, right? We give them a first-round pick, and then we get Lonzo, and then he don't fit. We don't want to be shackled to him. We want to let him go if he don't fit with Tibbs. But if he does,
that makes sense, Freezy. To give up a pick. Hold on.
Let me
just interject before you continue.
No, so if Lonzo get hit and he did fit, right, and he did fit, then you would have his bird rights. So that way, if he went somewhere else and signed a contract, you could still match what the other team was offering.
But Freezy, that makes sense to go give away a first-round pick and then you don't want him,
bro. So you interrupted me with that. What was that, Staffordine? What was that? You cut me off with that. What I'm saying is like with Staffordine. What I'm saying is this. Would you, if I told you today that we could trade Quentin Grimes to Chicago for Lonzo Ball in his contract, would you do it?
Tick tock, tick tock.
Hey, your mic muted, bro.
I think he muted himself.
He better not be mad.
But I think Lonzo Ball would have fit with the Knicks good though.
But so CWC, if I told you
I think Ben
that you could
too.
trade, if I told you could trade Quentin Grimes right now for Lonzo Ball and his contract from the Chicago Bulls, would you do it? I
say no, because Grimes is a better shooter, and he got potential. Because you would never know what Grimes would be if Tibbs would play Grimes. Play Grimes like Orlando played Wagner. You know what I'm saying? Let him get some playing time.
Yeah, man. But Tibbs don't do that. That's not his MO.
Yeah, he did it quickly.
On a leash. And not like Franz Wagner's playing 35 minutes a night.
You can call it what you want, but he did it quickly.
No, he didn't, because Franz Wagner is playing 35 minutes a night, quickly played 18 minutes last year. What are you talking about?
He played them enough to make the second rookie team.
Okay, yeah, but it's a disparity, bro.
It's getting on my nerves. The favoritism thing, what Tibbs doing, is getting on my nerves, man.
Bro, but okay. So CWC, let me poke a hole in that and what you just said, because what you said was wrong. Right? Because you said Grimes is a better shooter than Lonzo Ball, right?
Yeah, that's not true, and we don't know that yet.
That's completely false. And the data, so we have data to support it. Right now, Lonzo Ball is shooting 45% from three. Not from the field. From three, he's shooting 45%.
I bet you he's shooting less from the field.
How many attempts
for you? For shooting in college then? What Grimes for shooting in college then?
Yeah, but we talking about NBA though, brother.
But he ain't getting no time in the NBA. That's what I'm saying though. So you have to look at his sack in college and look at the NBA. That's only being fair.
And here's the thing. What I thought you was gonna rebut me with. Now I ain't gonna lie, because I was gonna say, he gonna poke a hole in my argument. Right, he gonna poke a hole in my thing, but what you did, you went a different route, and you was gracious enough to do that. So for those of y'all that's questioning Lonzo Ball shooting, he's taking 6 attempts a game.
Yeah, that's why I asked. That's magnificent.
The dude is not only is he shooting 45%.
How many from 2, Freezy?
I don't know, bro. He's not a shooter.
He's always shot a low percentage from 2.
That's why he wouldn't have worked in New York.
But Rob, listen. He's not a scorer. He's a distributor.
I know, but
he plays defense. And
you can't get to the basket in New York. It's a problem.
But Rob, listen to what I'm saying.
Rob, nobody can get to the basket.
And so the thing is, I'm not pounding the table for Lonzo Ball. What I'm saying is this front office has made a number of missteps. Yes. And instead of us saying the front office made a number of missteps, we want to blame
what
Randall.
Misstep?
They could have traded for Lonzo Ball. We could have been happy.
They didn't want him. Get it?
Right.
I
And
get it.
okay, we'll give you one. They should have never signed Evan Fournier to that contract.
Right.
My bad,
I
Freezy.
don't know that
I
yet.
was in a
It's
phone
too
call.
early.
No.
Come on, man.
It's all
It's
good.
too early.
Hey,
Yo, let me ask you a
Don't
question.
be mad at me, bro.
Let me give you a question,
No.
Rob.
I'm not mad at you, Freezy. A phone call that came in. It was very important.
Yeah,
My bad.
sure it was.
Bro,
Yeah.
you know what? You know what? Baked beans, burnt beans. I ain't gonna even go with you this morning.
Man, it gotta be burnt on me. Burnt? That's a hateful word, man.
Nah,
I love some baked beans,
all
though.
right. Baked beans. My bad, bro.
Hey, Scott, the only reason why I even brought up the point was not because of Lonzo, right, or Chris Paul, right, or Russell Westbrook, or John Wall, or James Harden, or any of the primary ball handlers that were traded and were available. My point is the front office, their major move, right, was trade for Derrick Rose. The only feather in their cap was trade for Derrick Rose, and that's a move that any competent Steve Mills could have did that. Steve Mills would have done that.
I don't think so.
No, he wouldn't have.
Steve Mills was going to give up. Steve Mills was going to give up Randall for Terry Rozier.
So you think he would? So you think he would try to get more for Derrick Rose then? That don't make
He
sense.
would have gave up more. He would have probably gave up 2 first-round picks for him.
And Terry, exactly.
Crazy. You're being fragrant. There's no way you could compare Steve Mills to that good move that they made with Rose. Stop.
That's blasphemous, Freezy.
No. What I'm saying is,
I have to agree with D.
Let me address this super chat real quick. So Kaiser Sauce, thank you for your generous contribution, bro. You know we appreciate you. And Kaiser Sauce 718 is an A1 day one. Been with the show since I first turned the mics on in the morning. So much love and respect to Kaiser Sauce, right? Kaiser Sauce says, at this point, I want to start quickly at point guard. If the Sixers can give Maxey PG minutes, why can't we do that for Quick? I feel like develop IQ. And I think Tibbs agrees with you. The point that I was making though about and I'm gonna say this and get out of the way. The point that I was making is any smart front office would have given Detroit a second round pick for Derrick Rose, right? I think, hey man, and I think the Cavaliers would have did it. And I think the Cavaliers is the worst organization in sports, right? But even they would have done that, right?
Please, I have to disagree with you, but that's your opinion, man.
So you don't think a smart front office would have did that for D Rose?
I don't.
Not Steve Mills.
I think the Lakers would do it for Derrick Rose.
I mean, not Steve, but not Steve. The package that you're saying, right?
Look what Mills did with Hardaway. Look what he did with that. That tells you his competency.
He traded him.
You trade him away, you give him back, and you give him more money.
Right, and then give him away again. And trade him away again. Right.
Come on, man.
And then you think he would have did that? Come on, Freezy.
No,
Freezy, you can't compare Leo Rose and Mills, man. That is 2 different persons, bro.
Right. So what I'm saying, but listen to what I'm saying, Rob. And Safadon. So I'm not saying that Steve Mills would have negotiated a better trade. What I said was
he wouldn't even thought about it.
What I said was Derrick Rose for a second round pick. Anybody would have done that.
He wouldn't have thought about it. You know why he wouldn't have thought about it, Freezy? Because he would have probably still been mad the way he left and didn't trust him for that matter alone.
Right.
Man, we just need a starting point guard, man.
Even with Tibbs here. Okay. So,
I agree with Sargent, by the way.
Hey, so shout out to G-Man for Life, the backbone of the channel. G-Man for Life is legit. You know what I'm saying? The backbone of the channel, bro. Which respect.
Backbone? The ankle bone?
Yeah. The rib bones. You know what I'm saying? He's
Paris Duggar got a super chat.
Yeah, I got G-Man for Life got one too. I'm trying to get to it.
Oh, okay.
So he says, G-Man for Life says, so what do we need to talk about is the way ahead, be it with the players on the roster or people that we want to see in the Garden. I'm done with the past. Let's move forward. What's the plan? I will wait. G-Man, don't hold your breath on this one, bro. Paris Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution, bro. We appreciate that. We appreciate the love, bro. So Paris Duggar says, Freezy, Lonzo is gutless. He would be in the deer in headlights at MSG, just like he was against us in Chicago. Now, Tibbs, he has to play the best five.
Thank you very much.
Look at Kimber. What Kimber doing? Exactly. He look like he ain't had like.
The only reason why I see Lonzo wouldn't work on this team is because we ain't got no athletes on the first unit. Who he gonna be running and gunning with? Mitch? Just him and Mitch?
I understand.
Randall will still take the ball away from Lonzo. So let's be real.
Yo, Keyshawn, how you gonna jump in here? You ain't even gonna speak with your ill mannered
guys. Because
can you say hello?
Hi.
Hey, Rob the Nick. Hey, Rob, do I need to give you Keyshawn number? Do I need to give you Keyshawn number so you can call him?
Oh, what I need to do to what he do?
Give him one of them firm talking tools.
Oh man, come on!
I'll take him around back.
Yeah, take him around. You know how your uncle grabbed you at the pick? Hey, let me holler at you, young fella. They told me you put rims in your car, and then your grandma had to turn your lights back on. To pay your light bill. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Keyshawn, don't put rims on your car, bro, and your light bill late. Don't do that, bro. No, hey, what's good, Keyshawn? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. You know, my package is 8-2, but let's not talk about that. We here for
your quarterback's sick, right? I heard your quarterback's sick.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I hear what you guys are saying and stuff, but like what G-Man just said in his comment, like we got to talk about what can we do to move ahead. We can't talk about, we should have got this guy, we should have kept that guy. Stop living in the past. You're gonna be miserable. You're gonna be negative.
So what should we do, Keyshawn?
I think honestly, first of all, I think Fournier, he has been playing very disappointing. But I just he can't play any worse than he has right now. And the reason why I think he's playing bad is due to the fact, if you saw the first few games he was playing with Randall, he was cutting to the basket, he was moving without the ball. Now he just stands there, catches the ball, and shoots it. I feel like Randall has to be the guy that initiates. He has to pick and roll to the basket. He has to really incorporate these guys if he wants them to really help him, not just stand.
But how is he incorporating the ball when he doesn't have the ball in his hand? When it's Kemba is bringing up the ball and he's initiating the offense. Have any of you guys
seen Randall do a pick and roll besides last game when he actually did it and he was doing good? This game last night, he's shooting threes. We don't need him to do that every time. And I'm not blaming this on Randall. I'm just saying he could help the team overall play better.
This is my thing, right? He don't pass the ball. He pass the ball. He dominates. He don't dominates. I don't get it, bro. What do you want this guy to do? When y'all cuss him out, he step back. And then when he step back, y'all cuss him out. What do y'all want the boy to do?
Man, he just getting
his y'all say he dominating. Y'all say he dominate and he should pass the ball more. And when he pass the ball more, the so-called $7 million man ain't doing nothing. The crooked knees is not penetrating. You understand what I'm saying? I feel sorry for Mitch because Mitch is hurt.
Pace, Randall doesn't really play with a pace that the team could really play around. When RJ is with the second unit, he is playing good. He is running up and down the court. He is active. When he plays at Randall, the game slows down, and he's not. He's just in the corner.
So Keyshawn, you blaming the pace on Randall?
I'm saying he needs to pick up his pace. Yeah.
I told you RJ played better without Randall. It's not a knock on Randall, but he played better with the second unit than the starters. That's why I think RJ should come off the bench and get somebody. Go get somebody that take RJ's spot.
Guys, listen. When it comes down to half court sets, right, and who gets the ball, right, and who are their options, and who's moving, and who's standing, and who they ISO, the players play the part. right? But the coaching staff designs the universe. You see,
Yeah.
they design the system. You see, so when we're having all these issues of lack of ball movement, or we're just passing the ball with no purpose, and this is ending up in the same spot, or we're taking too many threes, or it's not moving the ball, that's the coaching staff.
Yeah, that's coaching, and also
I'm tired of
player
hearing.
IQ just needs to be there though.
I'm really tired of hearing the players this, the player that, the play. Look, listen, Tom Thibodeau and that coaching staff at any time can say, "Hey, look, listen, our offense looks like trash. We need to go ahead and adopt some new things that we can add in to get guys easier shots, to get the synergy moving." Not doing it.
I agree. I thought the game before Tibbs did, and they actually show like against Indiana that they made adjustments. But then I feel like it just reverted back to the same old.
Well, let me stop you right there, Keyshawn. Let me do two things real quick. So Kaiser Salsa, thank you for your generous contribution, bro. Kaiser Salsa is like one of the A1s, been holding us down. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly why we need a real point guard to take the ball out of Randall's hands. Why is he bringing the ball up the court? He thinks he's Kawhi or Paul George.
No, he's not.
And so let me say this to what D said, because D said something and Keyshawn cut him off before D could elaborate on his.
It's all cool, Keyshawn. I'm mad.
I'm not saying Keyshawn a bad dude. I just think his Packers are whack. What I want to say is what D said was, I think it's time for us to try something new on offense, right? And before he could elaborate, you know what I'm saying, the Sharks were in the water, right? And so to D's point, what I'd like to do is pass the rock to one of y'all and answer or respond to what D said when he said, try something new offensively, right? In my opinion, I think the Knicks need to slow down on offense and be more methodical, right? And take the good shots the defense give them and not hunt for a great shot. CWC, you putting gloves on, bro. I know you ain't about to do one of them exams.
Huh? No,
you putting gloves on.
I'm in the hallway.
You ain't about to do no exam or nothing. You look at my
Okay, well, Frizzy.
Let me. I'm gonna address this other super chat real quick from Nick G. Hey, Nick G says, "Can I?"
What's the link? Yeah. So listen, before you're doing that, right? Let me finish the point, and then we can hear everybody's thing. It's not only right adding new things and wrinkles to the offense, right? It's a complete restructure as to what your identity and philosophy was with the system, because it's not working.
Right. That's what I was getting to, D.
Okay, cool.
Notice I said try something new, right? I didn't say, you know what I'm saying, hey, man, try this and, blah, blah, blah. My thing, so okay. I'll give you an example. I'm going to give you a real basketball example. This ain't like made up PlayStation, Xbox stuff, right? What I think the Knicks should experiment with is Randall at the 5. Slow down before y'all start jumping in.
I like it already. Go. I like it already. Go.
Hear me out. Randall at the 5, but in a 1-out 4-motion set, right? With big guards, right? So that way we can have dribble penetration, dudes that can dribble, pass, and shoot, a 5 that can stretch the floor when he screens, right? And you make up for physical rebounding with quick rebounders, right? So if you shoot the ball and miss, you have 5 dudes 6'4" or taller on the floor that can play physical and rebound, kind of like what Cole Anthony did. And what teams didn't notice, which I didn't notice, is Orlando ran a lot of 1-4 motion against us, not pick and roll, but 1-4 motion with natural screening, right? With everybody screening for each other, right? That's how you got the Mo Bambas straight ahead 3-point looks and the Wendell Carter straight ahead 3-point looks, because guards were screening for each other, back screening for each other, and the big could slip a screen right where he had the direct straight on 3-point shot. And that's the one you want your bigs to take. You don't want your bigs taking threes off the wing. You want them being able to line up their elbow with the back iron and just and stroking it. That's what you want.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay.
G-Man,
I mean,
what's good? G-Man, wait a
do
minute.
that.
G-Man, let me G-Man, before you, where is G-Man? Okay, wait a minute.
Oh my goodness.
Freezy, I'm about to get jealous, bro, because I don't have one of these yet, bro. You got I don't like this, bro. Yo, as soon as these guys come on the panel, they don't show up for 9 days. You just give them these big intros. Nah, man.
Like they coming to
I
make a
ain't feeling
point.
that one.
Bro, when you wait till I add the music, I got some music downloaded.
Music?
Some free, yeah. We doing.
What you gonna add Tender Pendergrass to his thing?
No, hey, bro, I tried to get that song. Y'all remember that song? Y'all remember that song "Scarred" by Luke? Remember that dude? That song "Scarred." Scarred. I tried to get that for City for Real, bro. These are $3,500. Is you crazy?
Yeah. I'm feeling the love right now, gentlemen. I appreciate you. First of all, salute to the chat. Salute to all you fine gentlemen on the panel. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the background.
You as well.
Listening to the different takes. And I have one question. And you can answer in any manner that you want to. Based on what we've seen, and I'm with Rob the Nick, right? I have been on the bandwagon that says I will not panic until we hit the 20-game mark and then see what we do moving forward. That's my stance, right? Because anything can happen in between now and then, injuries and all this, that, and other. But when you get the thing that's emblematic about the 20-game mark is then you have to start figuring out if you're willing to make trades or not. And then you got to start thinking about on the team and the things that you want to do moving forward. So what I don't want to talk about is what we did in the draft last year. I don't care about that. That's done and so with. I can't go back and change that. But I'm asking you right now. On Saturday, we have to play the Atlanta Hawks, right? So
Houston Rockets.
The Rockets.
Yeah, the next week. Okay, right. Houston Rockets. So based on the game we have coming up and what we have seen, what is the fix to get this abysmal performance that we've been seeing over the last at least three games that I've watched? Even if we win, it's an abysmal performance, right? So what is the fix for that? Somebody let me know what that is.
What's your thoughts?
Can I go?
Yeah,
you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Go first. Go ahead.
Let me tell you what's going on. So the first thing I'm gonna do is if I'm Leon Rose, I'm picking up the phone and I'm picking up suitors for Evan Fournier. He got to go.
Oh, breaking news. G-Man for life.
Evan Fournier got to go. He got to go. Now, on another note, depending on who's available, because what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to take a step back from my point guard position, regardless of how you feel about Kemba Walker. You know what I'm saying? He's serviceable right now in a subservient kind of way, but I don't think what I'm not going to do. And I hear the shout outs to start quickly at point. Quick is not ready for point, bro.
So you want to put in McBride?
No, dude, come on, Stephen, come on, dude. Do I look
no. The only reason why I say that, G-Man, because I hear people talking about they want to put McBride in the starting line. That's all. Sorry, go ahead.
That's crazy talk, by the way.
Let me get in my position. Look at the camera. No, I'm not doing that either. So this is why I say it depends on who's available to be a serviceable point guard. So and I hear people say, well, we can flip flop Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker. Okay, you could do that, but at what detriment? That's a detriment to what you already got going on. That's successful. The thing that brings you back every time you get down 20 plus points, these guys that you're bringing off the bench are the thing that solidifies the team, right? And what Tibbs is doing right now is he's kind of plugging and playing off the second squad, if you have noticed. It's not substituting in the first squad. It's bringing that core team in the second unit in and then subbing starters in to the second unit. Have you been paying attention? Have you been paying attention? Because that's what's going on. I would say this. At 20 games, there's a couple of people, and a wise man once told me this in my ear, and I'm not going to call no names of who this wise man was. but this wise man told me, if your name is not Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, or Obi Toppin, you can go.
Nah, I think we should take that. See, that's our problem now. We trying to save people. If you're not producing the way we need you to produce, you need to get up out of here. Point blank, period.
I'm with you,
and that's the problem I have with New York fans. They're always quick to throw the whole team underneath the bus.
How am throwing the whole team under the bus if they not producing? You the only one in here trying to save Randall. Randall can't do nothing wrong.
But guess what? But guess what though?
Yeah,
the
dude,
other day
yeah.
he was on the panel talking 20 games, and then you come on this morning talking about we don't want to go 20 games. So what it is then?
Who said that?
Since you want to call me out.
No, I'm saying
no, not you, G-Man. I'm talking
Randall has not been doing what he's supposed to be doing. That's all I'm saying. Okay. That's all I'm saying. If he was doing what he was paid,
y'all gotta cool down, man.
Not wilding out.
It sounds like G-Man. Let me do this real quick. I was just about to ask Nick G to go, and Nick G disappeared. Nick G, what's going on?
He'll be right back. The baby calling.
Yeah, the baby probably dropping the car.
The baby
so let me ask G-Man a question, because a lot of conversation, so I want to get this in. What is the difference between the second unit? I'm only talking offensively here. Okay. Between the second unit and the first unit.
Athleticism and energy. It's what we're missing on the.
There's also one more important thing you're missing.
What is that?
Ball movement.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. That's a great point. Right? All those things involved, because I'm gonna tell you something. A play that I watched last night, and I want if you didn't see it, if you didn't see the game, everybody go back and watch this game. There was a transition opportunity where I watched Mitchell Robinson, I think RJ was on the floor, and I forget who was at the point. But watching these guys get back up the court in transition offense, the entire Orlando Magic team was back in defensive stance before we even crossed half court.
So what's your solution for energy?
You got to go young, Frizzy.
At what position? Power forward? You need a young, bouncy power forward?
Yeah, I do.
I just think Randall just needs to make quicker, smarter decisions. I feel like that's just really it with him. Like if he could just pass the ball off quicker, see the double teams coming faster, like just like little mental stuff. Like,
but Keyshawn, last night the man didn't even take shots, bro. So I mean, he's been passive for the past 3-4 games. He hasn't been doing nothing. Man. So what do you want him to do?
I'm not saying
he's making $100 million, man.
Like mental.
Stop watching the man pockets, bro.
No, I'm watching his pockets because that's what we paying him.
Yo, these two got friction, bro.
Like these, yo, that downgrade the team, bro.
Now I'm downgrading him because he's not doing his job. You right.
Man, I think y'all two got to take it outside and shoot the fair, man. Bro.
I would say I'm gonna say this respectfully to my man.
Now, Bean's my dog, though. Bean's my dog. It's just heated competition. That's all.
Somebody's phone cracking up.
I know CWC ain't plus no taller.
So what you were saying, Uncle Freezy?
Hey, respectfully, I'm saying this to you respectfully. You don't have to be afraid of Staffordon, bro.
Oh, never scared. Come on, you know that.
I'm saying
that's my man.
I'm saying it respectfully, bro. If you got a point, you don't have to be scared to say it when Staffordon around. You know what I'm saying? I would prefer for you to you know what I'm saying, to speak your mind when Staffordon is around, bro. We ain't gonna let him get on you too bad.
We might have to bring these late night debates back, man. We might have to bring those back, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this: if he start intimidating you, bro, I'll just mute his mic.
Freezy, stop instigating.
Hey! I ain't afraid of no pinto beans, man.
Heard you.
Uncle Freezy instigating.
I ain't. Man. You on some Don King stuff right now, man.
The great American poet KRS-One once said, "We're not starting no trouble. We're just having some fun."
Oh, okay.
He's Scott LaRock. I'm KRS-One.
Facts.
The great
Okay.
American poet Karis once
Heard
said
you.
that. So yeah, man.
Anyway, back with G-Man. So G-Man. So now that we know that those three things are big issues between the differences between the first and the second unit,
Yep.
then those are the type of things that have to be injected within the first unit. Now, whether you do that through player personnel or Tibbs decides to watch film with these guys for the next 2 days and get them down into what they're going to run, I mean, that's to be determined. But those things have to be changed immediately.
So, D, I agree. And what I would say is this. So I'm the type of person that either I'm a real deal bottom line upfront type guy, right? So once I analyze what I feel like the problem is, I'm going to give you a solution. In my mind, what the solution is, and if you are the head office or the powers to be, is your opportunity to say, okay, yeah, we're going to go with that, or no, we're going to go do something different. So I like to do extremes, right? So what I saw last night was this. What I saw last night were the people that come off the bench have a better chemistry, a better dynamic than our starting five.
Yep.
They produce better than our starting five. So what I saw Tibbs do, now stay with me. What I saw Tibbs do was sub the starters in the second unit. So this is how we end up with a Mitchell Robinson on the floor, with a Julius Randle, with the Obi Toppin, with a Alex Burke.
With the who?
Obi Toppin. I said Obi. You heard me say Obi, right?
Oh boy, G-Man.
You heard me say that.
No, go ahead, G-Man. Finish.
This narrative is so predictable. I already know what we're going.
Give it to me.
No, but G-Man does have a point though, because
Obi.
because in the game that we won, that's what Tibbs did. He mixed and matched the subs with the starters, right? And that's how we won the last game. Now with this game, if you notice, when we end up losing the game is when Mitch ended up falling down. We got hurt, so we had to bring him out the game and bring in, I forgot who it was. And then from that, the game just unraveled, bro. Because we had to change the whole concept.
Amen.
At the same time, you understand who we brought in the last 2 weeks of the game. Understand who that was. Those were not the people that have been performing the whole fourth quarter.
Word.
At the end of the game, the people that we brought in were not those performers. So
right, exactly.
I had this conversation with somebody early as well, right? I'm not going to bash Tibbs, but what I will say about Tibbs is this.
Oh, come on.
Tibbs is a defensive-minded head coach. Point blank, period. Everything starts with defense with Tibbs, and defense in his mind drives offense, right? So at some point, you have to be of the mindset to where, depending on who your opponent is and how your players are playing, that may not be the narrative. So you may have to find something else that you can do to be successful. So what I'm going to do right now, right? I'm going to get off my soapbox because I see my man over here to my right, maybe your left, depending on how your thing goes. Nick G. Give it to me, baby.
Yeah,
let me hear your thoughts.
You're muted.
You're muted. You're muted.
Come on, Freeze. You're supposed to be on top of that, bro.
No, he muted. Yeah, he muted himself, bro.
Come on,
I couldn't hear y'all like a few minutes ago. I couldn't hear y'all.
There you go.
There you go. Okay, we can hear you now.
Pay loud badness, Nick G. Pay loud badness.
All right, let him go. Stop. Damn.
All right, Burnt Beans. My bad.
Yo.
Still can't hear.
We still can't hear you, bro. I think it's a connectivity issue. It's a connectivity issue, probably.
Yeah. No. Can't hear you. No.
Maybe act out what you were gonna say. Like,
I thought he was gonna drop kick it or something. But look, man. Look, let's stop. Wait, hold on. Let's stop putting baby powder and baby wipes to this first.
Can I get a quick one, please? Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bro.
I'm sensing a thing between Beans and D, and I don't like it.
What are you talking about? He's instigating again. Do you see that?
Nah, I'm not instigating, bro. Y'all be bugging, bro.
If we lose to Houston, man, what we doing?
We have a problem.
Yeah, there has to be a change in the starting lineup.
One of the big homies, man. Yo, Nick, talk to me, man.
Start Obi.
Yo,
And put Randall at the 5?
The 3?
No.
Start Obi. Start Obi. G-Man, let me finish my thing, man. Start Obi. Take Fournier out of the starting lineup and go. And your backcourt would be RJ and Kemba, Obi at the 3, Randall at the 4, Nerlens Noel at the 5. Bring Mitch off the bench with Evan Fournier.
I like that.
Why is Kemba in there?
Obi's, I don't know if Obi can guard small.
I know you can hear me now.
Yeah.
You good now, Nick G.
All right.
Nick G, hey, so I'm coming your way Saturday, bro, and I expect for you to pay for my lunch. I'm bringing Mocha with me. And you already know the restaurant I want to go to.
Man, get him a breakfast burrito.
And I know you don't like the restaurant, but you just got to suck it up, bro. I promise you I'm good company.
Let me just put this out there. Freezy likes the worst restaurant in a chain of good restaurants.
What's the restaurant?
Meals.
Meals.
Where's that? Where is Neo?
Yeah, we ain't got that around here.
It's in South Carolina. It's like this Asian restaurant, but
Asian fusion.
Okay.
It's the worst one though.
Oh God.
The noodles are like watery.
What?
Like, how do you overcook noodles? That's freezing.
So you said, but I know I don't like noodles.
That's my man though.
I don't rock with the. I usually get the green beans and teriyaki chicken skewers.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when Miss Mocha around.
Yeah, and I also drink water when she around. When Miss Mocha around, I definitely drink water. when she ain't around, everything is on the table.
Water and salad. She want to eat salad all day.
Right. Hey, bro, I got to do the right thing in front of the.
Now I'm just talking about when your wife around.
Yes,
now you want a salad with the salmon. Like, come on.
Yeah, bro, but it's hard to fuel 352 pounds, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's hard.
Freezy a big dude, bro.
It's hard to fuel that, bro.
Urgent.
It's hard to fuel that, bro. And salads just don't do it, bro. I'm telling you. She don't want me eating a salad because, man, I eat a salad and then on the ride back 2 hours on I-20.
Yeah, Burger King.
Yeah, you trying to get a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah. Yeah, so Nick G, first of all, how you doing, bro?
Can't complain, buddy. Can't complain unless it start raining outside, man.
It's raining here, bro. It's raining here. So
it's raining Blorange Tears right now because that's all I'm hearing from everybody.
Blorange Tears, bro. It's Blorange Tears. So let me. I need to ask.
Houston, we're gonna be crying.
So I got two other things to ask you. So how things at the job going, bro?
At the what?
At the job.
Job is good, man. Job is safe. Had probably my most traumatic night last night. But outside of that, job is good, man.
Okay. So the baby, is he dribbling a basketball yet?
He is not dribbling a basketball yet. He is rolling a basketball,
bro. What kind of father are you?
He's dribbling. It's just not a ball.
Yeah.
Come on, Nick. Give us something.
What's good,
so, in the offseason, I said Kemba is not the point guard y'all were making him out to be. CWC said I don't know basketball. I said in the offseason we need to start quickly.
Okay.
Right? Everything is just proven to be on point. Like we keep making people out to be, and I say this about like Foundation, Kev, all these people who like specific players because they play good against the Knicks in the past.
Yeah, that's fool's gold, bro.
We cannot judge. So imagine this. Before last year, we were trash as a team and a lottery team.
Yep.
And then we base players to go after because they played good against us.
Right. As fans.
Okay, look, Kimba, he was good in the past 3 years ago.
Right.
Right now, what we did by getting Kimba is a move that we would have done in the past.
Yep.
A la Tracy McGrady.
Yep.
A la
Steve Francis.
Steve Francis.
Mo Cheeks. Doc Rivers. Derek Harper.
Without the money value, though, you got to say that.
Go get a former All-Star point guard that's on the wrong side of 30. Yep. Yep. And you might get one good year out of them.
We took a swing and miss. That's all I have.
No, I'm not saying it was a bad move, but I'm saying it is a reminiscent move or a move from the past, a blast from the past.
Definitely.
So coming back to what make things better or how can we better things, I say still start quickly. Start off with energy.
Okay.
Go closer to the thing that you did best last year. Play with energy. Quickly, number one. What I was proposing was, based on what I see from Quickly, is Quickly picks guys up or point guards up full court. It's not to say that his defense is so much better than Kimba. He cannot, and he does not have the energy to pick guys up full court.
Somebody mute that.
Yeah, that's not me.
Oh.
So when we start talking about picking guys up full court, Cole Anthony will get more tired. He has to work harder. He has to use more screens. It puts their offense in a different light. And now other guys could read and react off the defense that started off at the point of attack, which does not happen with Kimba. Break it down next. Kimba doesn't pass the ball. I said that in the offseason. There will be I said it, you could go back and watch the episode. There will be games that Kimba takes too many shots, and I thought he would hit some or hit more than he's hitting right now, but he will take away from the offense. See, the thing that we were begging for in the offseason was a point guard that will take the ball out of Julius Randle's hands. One of the things that's wrong with Julius Randle, he turns the ball over too many times. He's averaging 3.4 turnovers a game. Last time I checked.
I agree.
So,
that's always been his problem.
Huh?
That's always been a problem for him.
Right.
Okay. If you get the right point guard D, number one, that could imagine Chris Paul saying, Randle, go deeper in the post, I'll get you the ball.
Right.
Right.
Lessen the turnovers, more efficient shot,
yeah,
commanding the game and controlling the pace. All of which Kimba is not doing.
Right.
So when we keep on going on, it doesn't matter if, and someone just said Pastor Quickly, right? So it doesn't have to be Quickly. You could pick another person that could do the job well. But all I'm saying is, if Randle is not being efficient, we're worse than we were last year because Kimba is not passing the ball. I want 6 assists from my point guard minimum.
Yeah, Kemba ain't doing that. Kemba ain't hardly ever done that.
Ever. He only did it once in his career. Once.
Right. Right.
So now you have RJ who likes to take his shots. And right now he's doing it inefficiently. Randall who likes to take his shots. And then also Kimba is taking shots.
Everybody just wants to shoot.
Fournier is trying to find offense. To me, Fournier is a guy. Fournier was brought here to be Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock fed off Randall. Randall right now is out of whack. Kimba is not helping Randall be in whack.
He's not putting him in position.
Now Evan Fournier is being judged like if he is a trash player.
That's what I was saying.
I said that earlier.
He's standing there and shooting. He wants to play, run around and move. And
he needs more, but he's a rhythm shooter. You got to get him in rhythm. See,
and there's no synergy on offense to do that.
Hey,
on top of that, you got to add in this. Kimba can't beat somebody off the dribble one-on-one.
No.
Not anymore.
Derrick Rose, when he okay, number one, Derrick Rose right now off the bench is playing equal amount of minutes and getting more assists than Kimba. Why is he the point guard? But I don't know basketball because I said this in the offseason. I don't know basketball. I don't watch the game.
You know what? So
I'm tin can, the trash can man.
Nah, man.
Nick,
you better not be that when we come down to eat, because I ain't want to pay for my meal, bro. I want you to pay for it.
Well, thank you, Freezy. I trust me. I got you. But
no, just mess around. Let me introduce. Let me introduce my man.
I want to cook like. Anyway, go ahead.
Let me bring my man in real quick because he's been sitting patiently. What I want to do is bring in the GOAT. You know what I'm saying, of the Knicks universe. Before I say his name, y'all.
Let's get it. Y'all be spitting with your flows, I'm just podcasting. That's right. On the air every day, I'm just podcasting. What? You don't know what that mean when I say I'm podcasting. I'm broadcasting these flows with the podcasting. Every day of my life, I'm just podcasting. Right. Share my dreams with you, mean I'm podcasting. What? You can see my vision through the podcasting. Yeah. But don't.
J Boogie, what's good, bro? What's good?
J Boogie.
What's
good?
You know who this is?
A good late morning. I can say that. It's 12 minutes before the afternoon, man. God bless you guys, man. Everybody in the chat, everybody rocking, everybody, you know what I'm saying, trying to heal through their wounded pains and everything, man. God bless you all, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the Freezy Show and everything that we love every morning. That man works hard. He deserves that. You know what I'm saying? He deserves his field of flowers. And if it was my choice, I'd give him that whole flower set from the movie Color Purple when she was yelling Nadine, how beautiful that set was. Those are the flowers you deserve for everything what you're doing, man. I'm listening to y'all guys in the chat. I'm through the chat, you know what I'm saying, and listen to you guys on the panel, what y'all talking about. If it was me, I'll put a brand new invitation out, tryouts for my team. And when they all come to the gym, ain't nobody got no jerseys. Everybody with skins. See, when back in the days when if you ever play AAU ball and all that, you know what I'm saying, biddy ball, midget ball, you know what I'm saying, or high school ball, whatever, when you worked in that gym, you ain't had no jersey on. You was skins. You had to earn that jersey. So I'm going to tell you right now, they started from the bottom right now. I'm going to tell you 4 players I know for a fact that'll be in that lineup right now. And it'll be Quickly, and it'll be D Rose, and it'll be Taj Gibson, and it'll be Burks, and it probably will be, matter of fact, it's 5, and it's probably be Obi. Because them dudes are playing with their heart. Them dudes is playing high-level energy. Them dudes is on attack mode. See all that? See, I like Evans' game, but you got to do something else, dude. If your jump ain't falling, you got to do something else. Burks' game ain't been up to par throughout all season, but he been playing that lockdown since account. He playing that D, so he giving you the effort. You know what I'm saying? Shooting and scoring is not everything. What else can you do for the team? What else can you bring to the table?
True, bro.
Can you go get some rebounds? Can you dive for a loose ball? Can you take a charge? Can you make your man, you know what I'm saying, not want to touch the ball because he know you in his grill? Those are different things. Basketball is not just about scoring a bucket. One of LeBron James' greatest plays ever in his life is when he ran down Iguodala and blocked that shot. When he jumped on both sides of the rim to make sure he didn't score that basket. That didn't have nothing about him getting 2 points. That had something about him taking away the other team's 2 points. And then I'm gonna go down court and we're gonna hit a trade. That's what you call a 5-point turnaround. You know what I'm saying? I just get mad when guys don't do other things, you know what I'm saying, outside of their game. We know what you're supposed to do. We know what your best thing is. But if you can't bring nothing else to the table, dude, you're in a way with somebody that can do multiple things on the court that's going to help the team grow, that's going to help the team finish, that'll help the team go strong and all that. Now, I need all that extra energy, man. I don't need no dimensional guys, man. You got to be able to do more things. And them guys that's coming off that bench, I said it in the beginning of the season. Yo, best believe we got a bench that can make the play-in by themselves. Our starting 5 is a plus. I'm going to say it again. We got a bench that can make the play-in by themselves. They could be a top 10 in the East, but I don't know what's going on with our front 5. So therefore, we got a little, a lot of things going on that
Tom need to fix immediate. Stop being, you know what I'm saying? Stop acting like you scared to make a move, adjustments, you know what I'm saying? Because you feel like you're gonna hurt somebody's feelings. What about my feelings, you know what I'm saying? What about my hard-earned money that I'm spending? What about me in the chat? What about my voice when I gotta motivate and do all this? What about me? Stop acting like you can't, you know what I'm saying, make decisions because you want to make somebody feel. If you don't fit, get them out the way. You know what I'm saying? Somebody say, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Nah, it's broke. You need to try to fix it, man. That's all I got to share this morning, man.
Them, J Boogie. J Boogie, I got your trade offer too, bro. I like that though. Look. Hey, let me salute P Rose. P Rose, what's good?
Man,
Memphis is owned. What's good, P Rose? What's happening?
I'm from Nashville, not Memphis, but it's all good.
Nashville, I know. Hey, man, hey, one of my 52 sons is moving to Nashville. His girl.
What? 52?
Yeah, bro, stop.
They're sprouting that seed.
we already had this discussion, bro. I got a lot of kids, bro. It ain't no conversation.
Bro. Nah, man, I listen to y'all in the morning. I just ain't been able to be on because I've been in school and everything. So,
bro, you should have been jumping on with us because I be listening because I got like around like this is one of the rare days where I actually don't got class right now. But usually if I'm not every morning, I wake up around like 6 a.m. Central Time, so that's like 7 a.m. your time. So I wake up, I wake up, get dressed, and I go straight to the studio, straight to the music building, and I'm practicing like from like 6 o'clock to 11 o'clock every morning. What? What kind of school is that, bro? They running you ragged, bro.
Well,
trying to perfect this craft.
Exactly. Yeah, man. See, I'm not required to. It's just I want to be great. I want to be a great musician.
That's what's up.
That's
what's up, man.
Salute.
I like to hear that, man.
I've been so like I be practicing. We be working on stuff. I be in like the piano lab and everything. Writing chords and everything. And like I know the last couple of weeks I've been doing a rearrangement of Usher's Confessions on piano. So I've been doing a rearrangement of it. Still working on the interlude going into part 2, but I've been listening to you, man. But I just wanted to hop on, say salute, man. One of my favorite podcasts to listen to and everything. I be listening to the Knicks at Night podcast too, man. Y'all talking points are on point all the time, man. So I just want to say salute to y'all and everything.
Yeah, man.
Salute to you, man. Salute.
We be wilding out. And so for people that don't know, my man is a Derrick Rose fan, right? And so I love to hear his takes on Derrick Rose. That's why when he come in, I already know it's gonna be Rose talk, right?
Yeah. That's how. Honestly, that's how I got the nickname P Rose, because I was hooping in a Derrick Rose jersey at a fitness center, and I was giving people buckets, so they just started calling me P Rose at school. So,
yeah, man.
But
in other words, you nice on the chords, but you nice on the court too.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
That's a bar. Nah, but
you think you could beat me in basketball 1-on-1?
Yes.
Man, see,
I'm trying to get back under 240. Right now I'm at 250 pounds right now, so I'm trying to get under 240 so I can get a little bit of my speed back. So
okay,
but
yeah, me too. I'm trying to
just keep working, man. Just keep working to your goals. You know what I mean, and you're gonna be successful, bro. Just keep on working on your craft, like how you say you do.
Yeah.
And don't never try to save nobody who ain't playing their part.
Man, I'm using everybody where we locked in, so it's always good, man. My thing is right now I'm working on just writing. I'm gonna be working on a EP beginning going into 2022. And I want to have it released by the end of the spring semester next semester in May. So, that's a project I'm working on. I don't know. I ain't got a title of it, but the theme is going to be like a revamp of R&B classics from the 90s and everything. So,
okay.
And what, you spitting on it or you just producing?
I'm I'm gonna do like a little producing. I'm gonna do a lot of. I ain't the best rapper, but like I'm gonna do a lot of singing. So I'm gonna do like So my thing is the ideas I have. I'm doing a revamp of a couple of new edition songs. So I'm doing Can You Stand the Rain? I'm doing Heartbreak. And I'm doing Hit Me Up from the 1996 album and everything. So
yeah, hey, so you gotta throw your socials in the chat, bro, so that we can track you.
Yeah,
because when you disappear, I'll be like, yo, where P Rolls at?
Yeah,
and it's you, SB Sports Talk. I can't catch up with Chris Chang. It's a bunch of people, man. I'll be trying to catch up with, and since I don't have y'all map, I can't catch up with y'all. And you know me, I'll be like, yo, if they ain't here, maybe something happened.
Yeah,
it's
just been school. It's been school and everything. But I posted my Instagram in the private chat. So
okay.
Hey, P Rose, nothing how old are you?
20. I'm 21. I'm 21.
Wow.
I'll be 22 in January.
For you to be going back in the days with those type of classics is really impressive, because you would never hear a 21-year-old talking about those type of music. I'm just impressed.
That's what I was raised. I'm in the car. That's like my dad. Well, my mom, she listened to like a lot of New Edition, Mint Condition. My pops, on the other hand, he's more of a Earth, Wind and Fire, Maze and Frankie Beverly. He more the Whispers,
Cool in the Game,
Whispers,
yeah,
the Das Band and everything. So I got a wide variety. We listen to a lot of. He listened to a lot of Donny Hathaway. Yeah.
Yeah, come in on your parents, man. They're raising you right, man. If you don't have no 21, 22-year-old listening to those type of music these days.
Yeah, Rob the Nick, 21 years old, and be trying to listen to old school music, man. Rob the Nick need to cut that out. He's hanging out with Rob the Nick and Charlotte. He want to listen to that young people music.
Man, I keep it balanced and everything, because if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see most of.
Tell them like it is. You got to keep it balanced.
It's for real a balance, because I don't be posting like a lot of my music stuff on like a lot of my like other music. Most of the stuff I post on my Instagram is like a lot of my drumming stuff, because I'm in drumline, I play drums and everything. But that's really me. I'm just I'm just trying to find something. So
yeah, man.
Hey, well, you need to be honest with you, my man Rose. You need to stay close to the chat, because you never know who you talking to, who's watching on nothing. It's a lot of great talent, you know what I'm saying, that you might not even know of. I can give you two guys straight off the top. My youngin' Cully, he blow the doors off. He's R&B. My man DSJ, he blow the doors off. He R&B. Me, I'm already done with my Nick album. I'm working on my Street album right now. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm always looking for beats, constantly, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, stick close to the chat, man. Make sure Freezy got your information. I guarantee you some of us will reach out to you and see what you got going on. But them two guys right there, they can sing like they can sing, man, for real. I know that.
Wait. Jay Boogie, what you said, DSJ is an R&B singer?
Yes.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know who you're talking
Yellow
to.
Still. Yeah.
Man, that I don't call him the Sugar Ray Leonard of the podcasters for nothing. Don't let that dude
I didn't
fool
even
you,
know that, bro.
That dude can sing, man. For real. He
That
can
dude-
blow the
I didn't
doors
even
off.
know that.
Tevin Campbell.
Nah, this dude is like Maxwell level, bro.
Yeah, he's on some Maxwell type. Yeah.
Yeah, this dude. Yeah, y'all remember Maxwell, bro?
Of course.
DSJ is like Maxwell level. Okay.
He said, "Do y'all remember Maxwell?"
Yeah. And DSJ, I know you listening and watching. I don't need no proceeds, no nothing to be blowing you out there. Yo, I need these guys to stop hiding behind these windows and all that. When they come up on board now, let these people see who you are, man. You know what I'm saying? They do their things, man, for real. And I'm glad to hear that's what you're doing, Rose.
Yeah, I listened to the joint. I couldn't even believe it was him. I called him a liar to his face. I was like, "Yo, you lying, bro? Stop trolling me. I don't have time for this."
Yo, Freezy, you need to send me. To send me that single, bro. I need to hear it.
Yeah.
Word. Yo, P Rose, you said you played drums, right?
Yeah. This is my drum right. This is my snare drum right here.
Oh, I played quads, trips.
Yeah.
I played all that in the marching band.
Yeah. So yeah, the weird thing is this is actually my first year. This is actually my first year doing drumline. So.
Okay.
So
yeah, I played there all through high school and middle school, Hempstead High.
yeah. Now when I was in high school, I played the trombone.
Oh, all right, cool.
But I switched to full-time percussion because I play drum set at church all the time. So
yeah, sometimes you just want to switch it up.
Yeah, so I just
I play everything from snare to bass.
Yeah, so good thing is, we get custom, coming here, I get custom sticks and everything, and I don't got to pay for them because they free. So I got
oh yeah, take advantage.
Yeah, man, and Cornerstone Cav played acoustic guitar, and he good. Cornerstone Cav is good on a guitar.
The acoustic or like a ukulele?
No, acoustic. It's a regular guitar. Like it's just.
Yo, Nick G, you cold, bro.
Yeah, he good. He good.
Hey, Rose, go in the comment, Rose, and go get my Instagram up. I mean, my Gmail up out of there, man.
All right, yeah, I got you.
All right. Hey, yo, I'm gonna hop off. I just wanted to show my face. I ain't scared. I don't run from no L's because they're not losses. If we could flip it and turn them into learning experiences, if the team want to learn from what just happened, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to show my face. We show our faces when we take losses. We don't just show our faces when we win it. You know what I'm saying? God bless everybody on the panel. Continue what you're doing. Stay healthy and safe, man. Protect yourself. Wash your hands. Make sure you sanitize everything. Somebody got that thing like Aaron Rodgers and ain't letting everybody know. So protect yourself from somebody who ain't protecting themselves. You know what I'm saying? God bless you all, man. Y'all have a wonderful day, man. All right.
All right.
Blessings, J Boogie. Blessings, more blessings.
Let me add something to what he said real quick. That was very important. And he was talking about the bench play to the starting lineup play, which exactly what was my point going to be the whole morning, is that how many times we got to start putting baby powder and baby wipes to the starting unit. Okay, how many times has the bench come inside the game this season, whether in the first or second half, and elevated the play and gotten the first unit out of some holes, out of some 10-point holes, 8-point holes, and take the lead. And then for the starting unit to come back in and just completely dissolve everything that they worked for.
Facts.
So
Facts. I'm with you. Hey, Nick, let me say this before you rock, because I know you've been wanting to rock for a second. So I gotta prepare to wrap up here, right? But we will be rocking. So I think the pod couple will be on today, at 6:30. So be mindful of the pod couple. I hadn't put the thumbnail out yet, but the pod couple will be on 6:30. It'd be a conversation similar to this one. Also make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure we continue to grow the channel and such. I want to give Nick G his opportunity to rock, because when we get in Irmo Saturday, I don't want him saying that I shut him out from.
Hold on, let me say this because I gotta go. Thank you for having me on. I'll be here every after game day. So I'll see y'all. Stay peace.
All right, man.
All right,
peace out. I've been saying this since last year too. People have been talking about Tibbs and the offense for a long time, since last year. I think me and Freezy said this since last year. The best offense that we've seen so far is from the bench. He's been running like really advanced offensive sets with the bench unit for a long time, since last year.
I think I remember saying not Freeze, but yeah, good.
The thing is like they have continuity, yes. We know that part. But also they have the IQ and the energy, and they're running and they're doing it. The one thing that people just keep skipping over is the fact that Randall is better at a slow pace. Obi is better at a fast pace. And technically what we have with the starting unit and the bench unit is a fire and ice, lightning and thunder. What's not happening with the starters is we're not beating people up with the starters. Randall needs to beat people up in the post. Mitch is doing some of that right now. But there's a problem with that. If Randall is in the post, then Mitch is ineffective outside the post. He does not shoot. So Randall took, 10 shots from outside last night? Barely even got to the rim? And then Mitch is getting rebounds and flexing and dunking on people. But at the same time, that's hurting Randall because Randall needs to get to the rim. So there's some things that don't fit. Mitch is not as mobile as he used to be because he got bigger, stronger, and he's still recovering from an injury.
Yeah.
I talked to a doctor that I work with. He said he gives Kimba 60% chance to get through the season. He said Mitchell Robinson needs to come in at the halfway point of the season. Well, I think that from a health standpoint, I'm glad Tibbs is mixing up the rotation. Guys aren't overplaying like they did last year, but at the same time, a healthy Mitch in the playoffs is what we need.
Right.
Yeah.
But we need lightning and thunder. We need to beat people up and then come in with the bench unit and light them on fire with the lightning.
Right.
Fast and exciting.
Right.
But the thing is like the point guard play has to change because there's no one to set up the postman and to reset the play. And then to also to put people in the right place. Like we need organization.
Facts.
It's got to start with here first.
Right. Nick G, let me speak to what you just said. Let me speak to what you just said. Right. So last night, Orlando showed, and this is funny. It's funny. This is a young coach, I guess, trying to put his impression on the league. He showed an aggressive 3/4 court man press. Right. Once the ball crossed half court, they scurried into a 2-3 zone. Did you notice that?
Okay.
So they pressed you up the floor to hurry up and to speed you up, so that you can hurry up and make long passes against the 2-3 zone that they had planned to play the whole time. Right? Which you usually see that in high school, right? But to see that on an NBA level, a 3/4 court aggressive man press, basically Cole Anthony is pressing quickly up the court to hurry up and speed him up mentally. And then they played zone behind that, right? So if you see that, you calling out your disco. Everybody in a one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? If you beat your man, I can hit you through passing lanes. But the coach had the whole time playing for 2-3 zone. So quickly said that to them while he's being pressed up the court. Disco, everybody thinking, as long as I beat my man, I'm straight. But behind that, they play zone. So now quickly had to pull the ball back out and reassess and call another play. Tibbs was calling that play from the sideline. But by the time the Knicks get all that stuff done, it's like 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock.
Yeah, but that didn't affect quickly. It affected Kimba.
No, it affected
quickly
Derrick Rose.
Ran right through it.
It affected Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose threw 3 or 4 errant passes last night.
Yeah, but he threw 2 early, 1 late.
Okay.
In the first half, he had 2 turnovers. He wound it up with 3 or 4. So he threw 2 late, but it wasn't because of that. It was a flash it was a flash on the elbow where he thought he seen somebody and they didn't move there, because when Tibbs mixed up that lineup, when he put RJ and Randall in that lineup, it changed the chemistry a little bit.
RJ attacked it and got.
I know, but I'm just saying, when Rose had the ball, it still changed because he knows how they move.
Right.
He thought, now, if it was his basic lineup, that would have been Obi at the top, and it wouldn't have been a turnover, because that's what Obi run. But Randall stays, he stays without movement. And that would cause the turnover, because Obi always going to shoot up there and do that little weave and then dip down to the corner, then cut across the lane. Randall doesn't do that.
Well, the smart thing he did, though, to your point, Rob, the smart thing is when Orlando was trying to get back into their 2-3 zone, quickly penetrated between the guard and the forward, right?
Yeah.
To collapse the zone and threw a lob to Obi, because Obi started off in the corner where he had hit a 3. And so they respected Obi, because Obi was 2 for 19 from 3, right? Or 2 for 18 from 3 before that. And then so he was out there. He hit a 3 before that. They respected him in the corner for 3, which they shouldn't have. But when Kimba, when quickly penetrated He knew he wasn't gonna make it all the way to the basket, but Obi cut baseline and wound up catching the lob from Quickly.
John Wallace said something interesting in the halftime at the on MSG after the game. He said that he practiced with Obi, and he said, "Yeah, Obi was 2 for 19, but he said Obi is a way better shooter than that, and it's gonna come. It's gonna be there."
Yeah,
he said that. Look, he said that you see. He said he sees him in practice because he named the guy that he be training with. He mentioned that in
I think
the
it's Brunson,
in the post.
isn't it?
Excuse me.
Isn't it Brunson that he trains with?
Brunson. Exactly. That's the name that he said. Jalen's dad. Brunson. His teammate does. That's exactly what he said. You're 100% right, Nick, because that's what he said. He said it's ex-teammate Brunson. That's exactly what he said.
I want to amplify some of the things y'all said, but flipping it back on us. One of the things that's missing too, at least from us as a defense, when we talk about the point of attack defense, I'm pretty sure if I don't know the stats, I don't have the statistics and all that stuff. But when you look at early shot clock shots against us, I'm pretty sure more teams are getting shots early in the shot clock against us. Whereas last year, because we played help the helper, we pseudo double teamed a lot. And a lot of shots came late in the shot clock. They had to pass, swing the ball around, try to find a jump shot. Right. This year in particular, they're getting past Kimba and some of the guards, and they're just putting up shots early. Or sometimes they'll shoot from very deep, and we're gonna give that up. So we're giving up a ton of threes, and guys are making it because there's no first line resistance to the first shot.
Right.
That's something I still say we should have, like, the point guard press guys more.
So could I ask the panel a quick question? Do you think if Obi was to master that craft of shooting the three, would you think he will be on the court more often? Let's say he's averaging 10 minutes right now, and if he was to bring his 3-point percentage up, would you think he would get more like 15, 20 minutes?
Possibly.
If my man can shoot the three, I think he'll be 20 plus minutes. Wow, little man sitting up already.
I think it's more determined on his defense.
Look, I tell you just like this. If Obi starts hitting that three on a consistent basis, along with what he's doing right now, and might be a bold take for y'all to take, there will be no need for Randall.
I'm with you.
There will be no need for Randall.
It's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a problem.
So too.
You can move Randall for the point guard that you want. If Obi starts shooting that three consistently, along with what he's already doing, there will be no need for Randall.
The one thing, Rob, just to add to that, is some people don't understand that you could develop players without playing them on the floor. They don't necessarily need minutes to develop. They need examples and they need meaningful games. How many times have we had draft picks that played for losing teams and had no inspiration to play? The one thing about playing behind Randall is a hard worker. So if Obi is following behind Randall, he knows he has to outwork and outplay Randall to get his spot.
You're right.
So now add to that the fact that Randall only got 3 to 4 more years on his next contract, right?
Yeah.
After that, Obi Toppin is ready to go. If he's on this trajectory of getting better, all we did is buy Obi Toppin time to develop.
Facts.
All right. So everybody, I gotta end on that note. We gotta get out of here. Nick G, it's not fair that you put Baby Bubba on the screen right when we leaving. I would rather for Bubba to be on the screen than you. and I'm ragging Nick G. Nick G, one of the
Hey, yo, I'm
favorites.
cleaning this fish tank anyway, boy. It's gonna be a minute.
Yeah, so me and Nick G. So for those that don't know, Nick G and I actually started on this journey together. You know what I'm saying? Like he started, and then you know what I'm saying, blah blah. But I'm gonna get out of here. Thank everybody for coming through. We're gonna be on tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be on tomorrow. We're gonna rock. You know what I'm saying? I expect everybody to be sharp tomorrow because what we'll probably wind up doing is breaking into more of a conversation about things that matter, like what Nick G was saying and like what Rob the Nick was saying. D is balling made everybody made some good points, but what we want to do is break those points down and discuss them and let's talking over each other and respect, you know what I'm saying? So that the people watching can get something out of it, because y'all been saying some real stuff.
True.
All right, peace to the chat, peace
Yes,
to the
sir.
brothers,
Peace
to the channels.
Right.
I'm out. I gotta clean this saltwater tank. It's gonna be a minute.
Shout out to everybody,
go,
man.
Nick.
Thank y'all. Y'all stay safe, man. Stay safe.
All right.
out
Yo, peace, everybody.
All right.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Steph.
All right.
Steph tried to turn this camera on real quick, so I had to turn my